Okay, we're in.
We're live?
Yes.
Oh, God. All right, well, hello, THL. I'm joined, Slimsh, that is, by some Team Rank 5 guys. Mange is hanging out in here. I don't know if he's planning
I'm
on
not
talking. But he's hanging out
Good
for
show.
one reason or another. I've got Cassidy, 14, and MV Parker here with me. What's up, guys?
Hey guys.
Hello. We're pumped. 5-seed Saturday.
Now, Cassidy is a Salty Saturday veteran, but he's been away a little while. So I don't know if we've told the players that they can queue up, but we're a little behind here. We've got
Yep, here we go.
we got Gemini versus GernBlanston. Gemini on Team Netherstorm. GernBlanston on the Harry Generals. Gemini's brought Druid, Hunter, Shaman. Her Warlock was banned. And I'm going to get off Skype. And GernBlanston brought Hunter, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. Probably the most common lineup you'll ever see.
Yep.
I brought it this week. And
Hunter, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior?
Oh, yeah. He had his Shaman bands, so.
That's what we call the standard, boys.
Yeah, that's what I brought. So, yeah, Gemini she's really big on Druid. Brings it a lot, defends it quite a bit. Although I think a lot of us are starting to respect it more as a class. I know Parker is.
Oh,
especially.
Druid? Oh, man, I loved me some Druid.
Oh, they're in, by the way.
Druid, I think, is a heavily underrated class right now.
By the way, we got posted the Facebook.
That makes one of us.
We're
I still
going
think it's
live.
bad.
Salty Saturday is going live in.
You build the wall, man.
That's one way to go about it. There's also the Cthulhu strategy, which is kind of broke back, one might say.
The spectating is live, so if you guys want to watch the game.
What's up?
They're just starting the game. I'm just starting to
Yep.
spectate it.
Yeah, we're spectating.
Okay,
By the
cool.
way, for the folks who don't know at home, this is Drewman, aka, who is on the SPL team Yogg. Gotta be kidding me.
I'll be
So
popping
Gemini-
in and out, just doing the strings in the back.
So, Gemini opens Zoo despite the fact that her Warlock was banned. So that's pretty cool.
And it was not caught. So
We still have rules that accommodate for this. That it would be a loss.
oh yeah, this is a loss.
No,
Speak
Gemini banned Warlock. He banned Shaman.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
I had to
Well,
recheck
you know-
the message.
You're living or learning, and right now you're learning. That's okay.
That's okay.
So
Okay.
Gern's
Alright,
on
so-
the good old Dragon
Wait.
Warrior, and he's got a hand to remember.
Who banned who? Gemini banned
Gemini banned
Warlock.
Shaman. But yeah, Warlock, and he banned Shaman.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm spreading misinformation. Yeah, so
So
yeah,
we got a pretty easy turn here.
Gern's got an incredible hand here. Just between Warax and Alexstras's champion, Zoo just can't really get much to stick at all outside of something like Imp Gang Boss down the road, something more annoying.
What do you think about Harrison and Zoo?
I was glad you asked.
Interesting.
'Cause I was going to ask that, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah. So what Gemini did was she banned GernBlanston's Warlock and isolated him on 3 weapon classes.
Yeah,
And yeah,
but
Mm-hmm.
Harrison and Zoo.
Which
In
makes
Zoo-
sense. I mean, you can definitely tech your other decks that way, but in Zoo, Harrison actually, I think I would argue, makes the deck worse.
I agree.
He's a
prefer
5
Ooze.
mana card, and he's only 1 minion, and he draws you cards in a stage of the game where your hero power is going to do the same thing. And like he gives you a ton of value, but Zoo isn't really playing for like single card value. They're playing to just kind of swarm their opponent, and he doesn't allow that to happen.
Right. Yeah, Acidic Swamp Ooze would be more preferable,
That's what I was about to
basically.
say.
Yeah, I would agree. Maybe she has both. But
Could be.
even then, I think I'd play double Ooze instead of one of each.
Yeah. The heavy weapon tech can't always be so successful now that Shaman has more variants at its disposal. A few of which don't. They either run no Doomhammer or they run one Doomhammer. So Harrison and weapon removal in general can be hit or miss, but it's not a bad idea.
So here, I don't know about
Yeah.
you guys. I'm in favor of Gern playing the Fairy Dragon and then trading into this 1/1 with his Alex Strauss's champion and just maintaining board control. And then he can drop the axe next turn.
So idea there
Uh,
being playing around Defender of Argus.
Yeah, just playing around like the zoo being able to trade up since he has more cards, and then also making sure he has one minion stick on the board. If he plays
Yeah.
the Axe here, he's not guaranteed to have a minion stick, which I don't think is as preferable.
Yeah, I also didn't mind Slam there either.
I don't like just going face. He's not going to get punished by a wolf or a abusive or a defender, but I think that was awfully greedy.
If you slam there, next turn you can like Fairy Dragon Axe. Seems like it fits the curve better.
Right. Well, there's the Argus, one card too late. Gemini going to
Wow.
trade in
Well,
here.
Gern is rewarded for Gemini making this trade, which, especially holding defender in hand, I really don't like because you want to make sure that defender gets value. But she just gives up so much of her board to kill off a not that threatening minion.
Yeah, she might have been afraid of potential whirlwind, but it probably would have happened last turn. On the bright side for Gemini is by doing the trades, the weapon was never going to swing that turn. So Harrison's definitely happening here. So I
She'll
guess
draw
that's
her a
about as good as
card.
it gets.
Yeah, and that card is a PO. She can't play it yet this turn, though.
Yeah.
What did you guys think? The turn when Gemini tapped and played the possessed villager. If she had played ritual, she would have been absolutely punished by Ghoul. But I mean, now that she's drawn the second one, it's almost like she wishes she had done that. Is that a Malkorok and a Dragon Warrior? Is that a
Yeah.
normal thing?
Tempo
It's not
Warrior.
that uncommon.
Tempo.
Okay.
That I don't know about that execute, but it is
No, I
nice
don't either.
to
I
get
like the
the
execute there.
yeah. This allowed Gern to push face here, which is going to buff the Draconoid Crusher.
Also, if he wants to kill, if like they want to kill your Twilight Guardian now, they have to invest a Power Overwhelming plus something.
Yeah,
Like
it's
an
really hard,
Argus or
but
an Abusive or hit a Juggle.
yeah, Juggler Ritual's pretty nice. He might go for the or she rather might go for the Power Overwhelming first, which is smart. I like that. Hitting first too. Yep. So this, I don't know if two of these hit minions. Well, all of them would have to hit minions to even have the potential to clear the board. Because the villager is going to throw one more knife when it dies.
Well, with this board, she's in a really good spot, assuming that there is no Ghoul picked up.
Yeah.
She's in a decent spot. A 9/9 is definitely nothing to
Yeah.
shake
With
your
the
head
with
over.
the power
But
overwhelming.
with Defender of Argus, that 9/9 can just be trading into a 2/2 over and over.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be some back and forth here. Like the big scary Draconoid Crusher gets played, Argus gets played in
Ooh.
response, Gern will play Malkrok to get a weapon to try and break up taunts. How good is that Dire Wolf?
It's something else to do this turn.
Yeah, I think Argus Direwolf seems good.
Definitely taunt up though. It's a shame that it couldn't quite work out with Sea Giant this turn, but it's very close.
Can't let a 9/9 hit you in the face.
And I don't think she's trading.
Absolutely not.
No way.
Even though it is possible to clear the 9/9, but then like you've just left yourself with nothing. And these two taunts are pretty annoying, especially both Alex Strauss's champions have been played, both War Axes have been played. Like it's very obvious that it'll be tough.
Corruptor's a good pickup. He'll help you get through one of them.
Might be even better than Malkrok because the armor up might just be something that Gern has to think about at this point.
I like Corruptor Fairy Dragon, personally.
Fairy Dragon.
I really don't like Corruptor hitting the wolf. I'd rather have it hit a taunt.
Get the taunts out of the way.
Because he just wants to make sure this 9/9 can hit face. So he wants to get as many minions on the board as he can to clear off her smaller minions and protect this big giant thing. Unfortunately, Sea Giant's gonna change the entire state of the game.
I can see taking out the wolf because it really protects your minions, and Gern's going to need a few of them in combination with this Malkrok to clear the taunt and hopefully push face for lethal next turn, because it's getting pretty dicey. Like, Gern could easily be dead soon if the game doesn't I think this puts him in a strong position to end it quickly.
Also, if he goes for Malkrock, Cursed Blade winds up nicely with that taunt.
Okay. We're in.
Yeah,
It's a nice
we're
two-attack
live.
weapon.
Wait, we're live.
Yes.
Oh God. So between the Argus, which was flipped, yeah, I can take out that and the Fairy Dragon, but if you were to take out the Fairy Dragon, then you lose your taunt. So. Now this could be potential lethal for Gern if he gets a 5 damage weapon, which definitely not out of the question. And that's pretty useless because it doesn't have taunt.
Do you think the odds for that are better or Rag?
Oh, it's got to be the Mal. I don't know the math on Malkrock.
I don't either.
own the card, but if you don't get
There's
a very
only
good
what,
weapon,
2 5-attack weapons? 3?
yeah,
with
and
5
then
or more?
Gorehowl, of course.
Yeah, so it's Gorehowl, Gladiator's Longbow, and Aconite Reaper.
If the weapon weren't to work out, you could play it safe and just kill the Sea Giant with Jacanoid, assuming Curse Blade isn't the card.
Oh, it's a good card. Yeah, I'm actually not sure on the math. It's probably close. That is
Light's
a
Justice. That's a
one-attack weapon.
It beats Curse Blade, so he can play it safe now. Has to.
Have to. No choice.
And yeah, I guess you clean up a 1/1 because it protects Malkrock, which could be very relevant. It's just the most
It
relevant.
also
best
gives
thing
a
you
Rag
can
a
do.
better chance at something relevant.
Yep.
Double Sea Giant.
That is a draw.
It felt like a matter of time with that play. Zoo's gonna find answers to find a way to kill them, and Sea Giant's gonna do the trick.
Yeah, Gern's gonna need another dragon at this point,
No, man. Rag to the face.
or
Easy.
Rag to the face.
Oh, never mind.
Argus is okay. It's definitely something helpful at this point.
Yeah, Argus is.
Yeah,
Whew,
I like Argus here better than Sea
I do
Giant.
too.
Yeah, like why open yourself up to something ridiculous like a Grom Blood Dagger?
She's even dead to just a Korkron Elite would do the job. Oh, she's gonna trade.
Korkron would
Okay,
be
never
wild.
mind.
Okay, trade and have Sea Giant on board, which doesn't guarantee lethal, but I think she's got some very likely outs, like Abusive Sergeant Leroy maybe is being
Well,
run.
we're living on a 50-50, boys.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you gotta
Guardian's
play
really weak.
Oh yeah.
You just toss the Rag out there and you cross your fingers.
It's Rag. And if Rag goes face, you're not 100% dead.
No. You're
Very likely dead, but not 100%.
He's considering what, the Draconoid and it being able to survive trading with the Sea Giant, I guess.
I
Here he
mean-
comes!
I'd be fine with the Twilight Guardian if this was 10 mana and you could play the Crusher as well. But that's just not
thing
the
made
case.
left.
Lines up. Free throw line? No good.
Alright, is there...
Oh, really?
Doomguard,
That's
okay.
lethal right
Yeah.
there.
Doomguard did it, Abusive Sergeant did it, a Dark Iron Dwarf would have done it. There were many, many outs. Yeah. Pretty rough. 50-50, boys. Alright, so Zoo gets a win in not exactly what is a favored matchup. Gern had a very powerful start too, so it definitely hurts quite a bit. And Gemini's got Druid and Hunter left. So Grim's actually not online. I was just thinking about warning them.
So seeing that she's playing Dragon Warrior, you probably go Druid, right?
What else do we have?
She has Druid and Hunter left.
Gern also
Yeah, I
has
would
Hunter.
think the Druid has a better chance against that.
Yeah, you'd think that Gern's probably not throwing out his Hunter at the moment because, yeah, so this might just be the best moment for Druid to queue up.
Yeah, we have Druid and Hunter. I like Gern. Well, his Shaman got banned. Or no, his Warlock got
Warlock
banned,
got
right?
banned.
Yeah, I
He
like
still has
Shaman a
Shaman.
lot there, if that's the case.
Any Shaman,
Mhm.
really. I mean, Shaman's just so good. Oh, we see the
Gemini.
Hunter.
we see the Gemini's playing Cthulhu Druid into Gern's Hunter.
Pretty brave of Gern to queue up the Hunter there. He found exactly what he wants. If it were a Hunter Mirror, that could potentially be very devastating. So really solid hand for Gern. You can just curve out perfectly.
Gemini's hand's pretty good.
Yeah,
though,
with
too.
the Innervate.
Yeah, let's see what the Raven Idol gets, or his Spectator buggy.
Ooh, that's a swipe.
Yeah, definitely swipe. Although
Feral Rage isn't bad here either. They're both pretty good.
Feral Rage is tempting. It
Takes
kills
the
animal
Feral Rage.
companions, and that's pretty good. Kind of like that. Oh, good. Yeah, so Gern's got more options and beasts now, which, yeah, Gemini's going to feel pressure to clear these over time. She'll be able to. The Innervate's definitely really solid, but mid-range hunters these days, which Gemini doesn't know that that's the case yet, but might suspect it. I mean, Deadly Shot can just ruin your day if you make big Innervate
Yes,
plays.
it's true.
I think
so
you have
scary.
to innervate it here, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like hero
The
power.
Chosen? I'd say Hero Power.
I like innervating it here. There's very few things Hunter can do to not let you 2-for-1 with Cthulhu's Chosen.
Yeah, I just don't know if you want a 2-for-1 fiery bet with it. If you hero power, you can innervate the Druid of the Claw and then Cthulhu's Chosen on 4.
Right. And of course the Innervate Druid of the Claw is really risky to
Yeah.
Deadly Shot, but for all you know, like an animal companion might get innervated out here, and it might be Leok or something. So you don't know. Best to take it slow and see how things develop, maybe with a hand like this. So I would think it's huge Toad, yeah, because if it sticks and you get Houndmaster off, that's pretty cool. If not, Infested Wolf is probably a pretty stable play. So Azure Drake. So is this the Innervate Claw? Okay. Yeah, so a Deadly Shot would be massive here. The Houndmaster can't clear. Quick Shot does clear, and you could get another 2-drop out.
Houndmaster has a 50-50 to clear.
50-50 to clear, or you can just Houndmaster and do nothing if you'd like.
Yeah, that seems pretty weak to swipe.
Definitely. So yeah, Quick Shot's a guaranteed kill. Infested Wolf also pretty weak to swipe.
Yeah. I think if I'm Gern here, either Houndmaster and go for the 50-50, or Quick Shot and like coin Huge Toad and hope to get Houndmaster off next turn.
Right. And if you can't get Houndmaster off, it's not the end of the world. Like, Wolf is a solid play. Like, good enough. Definitely should have quick shotted first.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's okay. There was no punish. Funny thing about this huge Toad is, though, like, it'll probably stick for Houndmaster. I'd imagine that the Chosen would get played now, but yeah, it's just not going to pair up well, the Houndmaster Toad. Might rather go for, I mean, I guess Infested Wolf. Oh, this is a Doomsayer.
Pog Champ.
uh,
That's a top deck.
is this one of the better turns? I don't think so.
No, probably not.
I mean, you've got 2 4-mana cards in your hand. You'd probably rather just start to get these out there and, yeah, push a bit.
You like the Wolf over Houndmaster? I think I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Houndmaster is just so, like, it was just so bad what was going to happen to that Toad. Although pushing a little extra damage never hurt, and Houndmaster's body is not irrelevant with seeing one Wrath.
So if you're Gemini here, you use Druid of the Claw again. Trade
Yeah.
into the Huge Toad first.
Yeah, makes sense. Or do you just ignore it? Since you can't clear both beasts, you just go face with Divine Shield.
I guess you could. I probably wouldn't. Oh.
So we're gonna. Oh,
This is interesting.
I really don't like Wrathing for draw because she's got things to do, and 3 damage against Hunter is usually pretty relevant. If nothing else, you can just hero power there.
Right. Yeah, I think one of the 5 drops, just the clunkier things
Right.
in your hand, probably.
So Gern has now maybe this isn't a good play, but if he runs the huge toad into the Twilight Elder, he's gonna get a pretty good target off with it, and then he can just Flame Juggler Animal Companion, and there's like he'll be so far ahead if things go well.
If you're gonna
And
do
even
that,
if
line
they
the
don't
Animal
go
Companion
well,
first.
do you? For
Well,
Leok, I guess.
Yeah, Leok allows you a trade just on board.
Yeah, I mean
There it is.
It's one of the nicer things about some of these random cards, like Huge Toad, Flame Jugglers, that if you run enough of them, eventually something's going to happen. Ideally.
Oh no!
Oh no 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 no!
Not the right
Oh, he's ignoring
sequencing.
it.
Me go face.
I guess if you're going face,
I
that's the
kind of
right
like
play.
that.
I mean,
It's gonna give this
Yeah.
Elder a value trade, but I mean, as the Hunter, you got to push damage at some point, right? Just let your hero power finish the job.
you do. You do.
How do
Yeah,
you
the
feel
Flame
about
Juggler was alright.
charging the Druid of the Claw here?
I like it.
Seems good. Seems really good.
Yeah.
Kill the Leok.
Kill the Leok and then kill the huge toad. Get rid of all the beast.
Or the Juggler. You could kill the Huge Toad. It's not likely that the Death Rattle will kill the Elder. It might
Yeah.
put one on the Druid of the Claw, which not very relevant. One on face. Ouch, but I don't care.
I think you'd just like to get rid of the beast here.
I agree.
Yeah.
And Houndmaster's been sitting in his hand a while, so you're starting
Yeah.
to wonder what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looks like this is going to be the play. Yeah, does the Huge Toad get traded?
Oh no,
Okay.
it does not.
Prefers this, because these 2 minions at 2 health, not a whole lot Hunter can do. Also,
Now we see a kill command.
actually, kind of interesting there. Not that it's relevant with Gemini's current hand, but by hitting the Twilight Elder into the Flame Juggler, it guaranteed the Elder living, and Cthulhu's at 10
Yeah.
now, so it's not bad. Yeah, so kill
Gern's
command.
committed to the face plan, so I think you just need to see Houndmaster hero power go face.
Yeah, I mean, you can plainly see that Gemini will be able to clear your board, but it's fine because you're getting quite a bit of damage in the meantime. I just don't like these Doomsayers in Hunter.
No, me neither.
No, I'm with you. I think they're
Like-
terrible.
Like, what's he doing?
He
Oh, value
helps against Shaman on turn 2, Kappa.
Value trade, boys. Okay. So
This is super weak to something like Swipe if you were to have it.
Yeah. And all things considered, it's weak enough to
Even Wrath would do
hero power.
terrible
Yeah,
things to it
even
right
hero
now.
power.
Gemini can take a little damage. She's got the Feral Rage in a pinch.
Yeah, I like Azure Drake here.
I think, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, doing it first could change things. You could get Wrath. You could get, well, I don't know what Innervate would do, but Living Roots, not really. Oh, both Wraths have been used. Okay. And I know we always want to draw first, but maybe like the outlook of the draw really wasn't going to change much, and that hitting first might have been. Oh, that ends up being
Never
better.
punished.
Never mind. All right. Well, Freezing Trap. It's looking okay.
Well,
It's
Freezing
just-
Trap will allow the Doomsayer to have a chance to live.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If there was ever a spot for the Doomsayer to be played, I think this is it.
Yep, seems like now. So you can just.
And
happily
Gern
sit-
doesn't know that Gemini has Feral Rage, so he's actually got to feel pretty okay right now.
Yeah, he probably thinks like he
He's
has
still
a
at
block.
30 life. He's, pushing
Yeah.
damage every turn. Gemini's not doing anything. Oh, that's a swipe.
Well, Gern's face when Gemini runs Ancient of Lore, though. Oh, I'd be so disappointed.
So if you're Gemini here, this is obviously probably the best turn you're ever going to get to Feral Rage.
Yeah.
You don't like Rag?
No. Oh,
Oh,
Guess she's
that's
committed
optimistic.
to killing the Doomsayer.
Oh, wait a minute. 'Cause she
Whoa.
can't kill it.
Well,
Okay.
Can.
Could have been Snake Trap.
Oh, with Feral
You can
Rage?
kill it with Feral Rage, but
Oh my
that's-
gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
don't kill it, obviously. Cause
Oh
it's
my
just,
gosh.
Just get the armor.
Okay, she did
Okay.
take the armor. I was worried.
Yeah, it had to be the armor. Yeah, I don't know about the
I'm not sure why
sequencing
we
there.
swiped then. Oh,
Well,
Animal
push-
Companion's a strong draw.
Push 2 damage to the
Never
dome.
Huffer.
You ever kill command? I don't know.
nah, probably not.
Imagine if we had a swipe to kill this.
Yeah, that was a funny turn.
I think that was she didn't quite think her turn out.
Yeah, not step by. Like she went step by step.
Yeah.
Had to check the
Erica
trap
was
first
here.
for sure. Like there were just so many things that could have changed. There. Like if the Drake was able to hit the Doomsayer, then
No way.
sure,
No,
maybe you'd
just drop
swipe it
Rag.
because the Drake's kind of nice to have around. But
Just fucking slam Rag.
taunting, I would kind of like to taunt
Taunt hero power.
here.
I don't
Yellow
hate
Rag's
Rag
another
either.
option. Yeah, the Cthulhu's Chosen and Harrison Jones. I wouldn't like that as much.
Next turn you can like Chosen and Erico.
Yeah, yeah. I think you increase your chances. Oh my god.
That is
That's
some
a
damage.
14 damage burst, but 17 damage on the other side. Maybe you do it.
So I was gonna say, I think you probably just do it.
It's time.
It allows
is how
quick
you
shot
win.
to yeah, exactly.
Quick shot.
Eagle Horn Bow without a taunt.
Eagle Horn Bow. We know there's a taunt, but yeah, could be. Yeah, and Living Roots really isn't doing much. Okay. So Gemini's just got to play as defensively as possible. It seems like there's going to be room to cycle Wild Growth this turn, unless Living Roots is more.
Yeah, I think you have to value hero powering at this point.
I think so. I don't know what Wild Growth would do at this point, unless you find Cthulhu. I believe 2 Druid Claws have been used and 1 swipe, so
I think
Bert-
what you're looking for is a Raven Idol into
Oh, yeah.
like some life gain.
God, it's a shame Tree of Life is out of the game, huh?
Oh man.
Or out of standard, that is.
And at this point, I think you want Rag to start going face.
Yeah, I don't know what clearing the Leok does, to be honest.
Good Rag, Smork.
Good Rag, and wow, this is scary. Because you don't you won't even kill with hero power next turn with another armor up,
No. Yep.
and that's another taunt, which
Build
is
the
definitely
wall.
helpful. Or build a wall. Yeah, I don't see why not. Could
I-
set up potential lethal.
Yeah, I think Erico goes face here every time.
Oh, Brute!
Oh,
Champ!
Interesting.
Misdirection's coming!
I mean, you could just Living Roots the face and trade. Like, do that. Yeah, Living Roots the face for sure. Although, okay. Gemini's on stream and putting on a show right now.
Oh, didn't Roots the face.
Aww.
Never punished.
I don't know about
But
that, but
Gern's gonna be one off.
it's not gonna be mad. It's not gonna matter. Wow, the 10
Always
power
one
Ancient of
damage
War.
off lethal.
That is
One of the 8,000 juggles that deck runs could have gone face and swung the game.
that
Hearthstone's fun.
wow, that Ancient of War was just a true display of dominance at that point.
Oh, for sure.
You know that you're not losing when you make a play like that.
So Gern finds himself down.
Gern's down 2 games at the
He's
moment.
got to go with the shaman here, right? I mean, it's best class in Hearthstone.
Yep, Gemini's got Hunter, and I definitely think the Dragon Temple Warrior is one of the better builds against Hunter, but it's
Yeah.
still not great at all.
I think it's favored.
Favored a little bit,
Yeah, slightly.
maybe quite a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's decently favored. your early game that you can generate like a big tempo swings early with charging 3/3s and War Axe.
So I'm thinking that these two are waiting a little bit before queuing up the next. Gern's definitely thinking about what the best option is at this point. Now, pretty interesting, the Harry Generals versus Netherstorm. The Generals have been doing quite well so far, so even if Gern were to drop here, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. The Generals have a solid 8 to 2 point lead with 2 matches played, but Gern obviously wants to do the best he can and tear down the highly looked at Gemini, who's always on top 10 player power rankings. Yep. So Thrall has shown himself. Cassie's pretty pumped.
Not a bad hand. Gemini's got a really good hand, though.
Yeah, definitely. She hasn't mulliganed yet either. Yeah.
Wow.
In terms of keeping 2/2 drops, I would have been more tempted to keep the 2 toads than a toad and Alec. Because I don't know.
I like Alec.
I mean, drawing's great, but because I don't know, just stacking up the death rattles. Yeah, I like a coin juggler here. Why not? It's probably. Oh god, this hand just got awkward. So this is aggro shaman.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, he's got the faceless in it as well.
Okay, I didn't catch that in the mulligan. I was.
Do you like using the rock biter there?
Yep. Had to, I think. I don't know. You can't fall behind on board. There was just nothing else to do, right?
I mean, you could always totem.
Totem up. It's definitely not irrelevant. A lot of these shamans are running thing from below now.
Yeah, I think if you're running it, totem's probably the play
Yeah.
there. Have no idea if he is. Tuskar Totemic, I think I
Sick
would
pickup.
guess single that does.
Tuskar Totemic has a few good outcomes here. You can put it on the left-hand side of the squire. If you get Flame Tongue, that's awesome. If you get Tuskar, or Totem Golem, that's great. Mana Tide, of course, you're not going to complain. But yeah, I kind of like the Feral.
I don't like the
Wonder-
feral because we could have done that next turn.
With Doomhammer on 5? I don't
Yeah,
think you
I
can
think
afford
I
to
would.
play.
I'd give up a turn 5 Doomhammer to continue building a huge board.
Yeah. Me with 2 Doomhammers clogging up the hand, I don't know. I would feel committed to have to play it on 5.
Ooh, nice roll there.
That or Misha. Huffer was for sure the worst. Ooh, Earth Shock.
Earthshock, okay. Not something that everyone's running now.
That's a card.
Yeah, I mean, you could use it to clear Leok. Or just totem. This is the unfortunate part of the... Okay, taunt's definitely helpful. Ooh, the
Ooh,
Houndmaster
that's a draw.
rolls.
Well, now we get Earthshock value.
Yeah. It'll delay the Doomhammer, but it's worth for sure. Earthshock's not what it used to be against Hunter. They're not running the things that you'd like to do it against. Like, no more Haunted Creepers, no more. Well, Web Spinners maybe not so much. Piloted Shredders. So Earthshock can definitely be used pretty liberally these days. It's still pretty strong though that it would force that out. I mean, double tanking with Doomhammer, pretty ugly.
Ooh, and that's gonna fit the curve in really nicely too. So he's gonna get to spend all 5 of his mana here.
Yeah.
With two Doomhammers, you think it's the worst to just take 8 and get one online?
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, with Taunt Totem, you're a little bit in the clear in terms of the amount of damage that you're tanking. It is pretty scary though, but yeah, maybe if the Doomhammer's... Okay, he's gonna go with this. Definitely play the Tuskar next to the Squire here. Yeah. Oh, sick.
So sick.
So Earthshock the Leok. It's also a very nice thing to do because just imagine if there were Unleash the Hounds at this point
Oh,
with a Leok on board.
oh, damn. That would be something.
Be insane. I don't know about trading immediately. Probably trying to make room for a better deadly shot would be my guess.
You think Deadly Shot comes down here?
Well, I don't know. If it's not, then Alec probably should have gotten played. Or, yeah, I don't know. Okay, going for a 2 and 3, I guess.
I think if you're playing Deadly Shot, you just slam it here.
If you kill the Totem Golem and play 2 3/2s, then the board is really looking good for you.
Yeah, I agree.
In which case, you probably play Alec first, because I don't know, maybe you could get a carry on grab or something. Who knows? I don't know what else you'd get that would change things. Okay, going for Deadly Shot. Or not. I don't know why you wouldn't kill the Totem Golem then. This is weird.
Yeah, I think you definitely should have killed the Totem Golem there.
Little greedy. Does there... What's Gern played that signals aggro shaman again?
2 Doomhammers.
Okay, but from
I mean,
Gemini's
like for
perspective,
Gemini, nothing.
Oh, from Gemini's perspective,
because
nothing.
this play is just like super weak to lightning storm potential. I'd be very afraid, like making this sort of play. Like having not traded with the Totem Golem, you could just get punished so hard. So Doomhammer could clear minions here. And oh, that hurts so bad. There were
That's
so
definitely not fortunate.
So many chances for that to go wrong. Yeah, just clear with the Doomhammer, it looks like. And kind of rely on this thing from below. Yeah, definitely not fortunate. And I still don't know that it's still not obvious that this is aggro shaman, but yeah, High Main comes down, there's no hex obviously, so it feels good. And the thing from below really won't even matter. And it's probably too costly to clean up this High Main with your Lava Burst and Doomhammer. Best to... thinking about it. Because it's pretty optimistic to think that this thing from below is going to be sticking. I guess at worst it trade... Like, best case scenario is that it's trading with the High Main.
Oh. Hover on the Deadly Shot, that scared me.
Yeah,
Thought we
kill
were going full
command.
YOLO.
And now, is Eagle Hornbow something you want to do? You want to get rid of the spell power, maybe? Or we could just go face
Now, if we go face, we set up lethal for next turn.
with Call of the Wild.
Oh.
Call of
Whoa!
the Wild, or just hitting again and hero powering, right?
Is High Main about to completely die?
There we
Okay.
go. It found the
The arrow
place.
was on the
Yeah.
Argent
We have
Squire.
lethal even without Call of the Wild here.
Right. Yeah, as long as High Main's sticking, which seems like it's going to happen. Tuskar gives a few chances to find Taunt Totem between that and your hero power.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that, your hero power first.
Do you? Because if the Tuskar rolls a healing totem or a 1/1, then your chances of rolling taunt increase.
I was just thinking from the fact that if you roll Taunt Totem first with the hero
you can
power,
get
you
two.
can get another one.
Okay. I mean, the situation might be that dire where you have to start thinking about that.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
You're at 10.
Yeah. It's very bad. Even if you do totem up here and lava burst this, if you take 4, you're at 6, so you're dead to any damage. Well, that helps. But it is not looking good with 1 rock biter
Oh.
used.
Well, by not clearing the 2/2. That
Yep,
makes you
dead. I mean, yeah, with turn 8 around the corner, I think you had to kill that, because not only were you dead to
Yes.
Call of the Wild, obviously, also dead to Quick Shot. Another kill command. Yeah, it's just too much. So Gemini gets a 3-0.
Clean sweep.
Oh,
Netherstorm
baby.
needed it.
Absolutely, yeah, they really did.
That will offset the Markshire sweep of Twiz and keep Netherstorm's hopes alive.
Yeah, Gemini's really pulling weight for Netherstorm this season. All right. So with that 3-0, we are relieved for our late start, and we're back on time.
How about
Jesus.
that?
Thanks, Gemini. We'll take it. So yeah, the next up we've got, and these guys are ready. They let me know about their bands. I don't know if they informed the broadcaster as they should have, but he's ever listening. Grim had his Warlock band, and the Anarchist had his Mage band. And Grim, Grim is bringing Mage, Priest, and Warrior. The Anarchist is bringing Hunter, Shaman, and Warrior. So 2 Warriors. Grim with interesting selections, including Priest and Mage. No Shaman. Wait,
Priest, PogChamp.
the Shaman King.
Shaman King with no Shaman.
Yeah.
When Shaman's arguably the best it's ever been. In all archetypes.
Yeah, you know.
YOLO.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's really favoring this Priest. A lot of people will identify it as a weakness, not a strength, and I get thrown off every time that I have to scroll down to the for the Grim Gamer, because I used to just find Grim, but whatever. Yeah, so Drew's actually adding Grim at the moment, and then these guys will be ready to go at that point. So what do you guys think about Priest in general, especially looking at Hunter, Shaman, and Warrior? Generally speaking. How's Priest?
I think Priest is okay against Shaman. If it's Tempo Mage, it's also like okay. And then Warrior and Hunter are definitely not good.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
Hunter being the definitely.
Yeah. It's fun. Priest used to kind of be the hero against Hunter because Entomb was just so great for high main. High main is usually all they at the top end, in addition to Dr. Boom, of course. Sorry, I should have maybe said a trigger warning before I mentioned his name. But yeah, Call of the Wild's just ridiculous. Priest, like, they need Akanai Circle in hand.
Priest is sadly missing Light Bomb.
That too. Yeah, although Liak would always stick in those cases.
I mean, you'd take it.
Yeah, so pretty interesting stuff. In terms of the series for the Gosu casuals against Team Danger Zone. Grim had. Sorry, I'm typing things to Drew. I don't believe they've started yet. So yeah, the series, Gosu Casuals with a bit of an unfortunate DQ loss, holding them down this week in a very pivotal match. But on the bright side, myself and Jing Buddha have played our matches this week, and over Pastry and Vendi, we have 8 points to 2 in played games. Obviously, the
Got 'em.
DQ is holding us down. So 8-6 total. One match win for the Gosu Casuals is looking for a very likely match win, which wouldn't be a ton of points, but
Hey, a win's a win.
yeah. So I'm just letting Drew know that we should probably signal to these guys to get them started. I could message them myself, but I don't want to be that YOLO. So yeah, a win here for the Anarchist is largely going to seal a win, and this match could seal the wildcard spot for the Green Division, which is definitely being looked after, although Pure Strategy is certainly in the mix at the moment. They're playing Synergy this week, by the way, and had a pretty even start with them.
Who is Pure Strategy and Synergy?
Yeah, they're playing this week.
Yeah, it's what, 6-5? 6-4. That's pretty close.
Warrior. Sorry, one sec. I'm doing some administrative work over here. No, wrong Drew. Okay. Yeah, so it should be starting any minute now. I'm just gonna tell them to start. Because I think we should be ready, although I can't speak
Do we know the bands?
for the broadcaster. Yes, have the bands. Grim had his Warlock band. The Anarchist had his Mage band. They actually
Mage band. Oh,
let this be known as the last match of the last series was getting wrapped up. They let this happen. So yeah, Mage band, and the Anarchist had both Shaman and Warrior. So yeah, Grim really wasn't liking the Mage, having brought Priest, Mage, Warlock, and Warrior. I don't know why worry so much about Mage, but I don't know. Maybe he feared Freeze going after Warlock
yeah,
and
that
Priest.
would
I
be
don't
my
know.
guess. The Mage band would be my guess. He was scared of Freeze. His whole lineup's pretty weak to Freeze except the Warrior.
All right, these guys are going in here. All right,
Does
the Grim
Grim
Gamer
have
needs to
spectate
turn
on?
on Spectate. All right, there we go. So the Anarchist versus the Grim Gamer. The Anarchist opens up with Hunter, and did he keep Houndmaster in that opening hand? Very optimistic if that's the case. I'm pretty sure I saw a Houndmaster keep.
Yeah, that did seem very optimistic.
Tell Graham to check his.
I mean, I would need a lot of beasts be hanging on to this guy. And I'm talking like Naxxramas beasts, like Haunted Creeper. And in the meantime, the Grim Gamer's just got the absolute nuts going
Yeah,
on.
that's a pretty good opener.
Yeah,
Grim
this hand's just
Gamer
too slow, even with the
still
coin.
needs to
Like, you
add
can't
me.
coin out
Yeah.
Huge Toad in hopes
No.
of trading. It'll just get removed and you'll be screwed. Gotta save it for Eagle Horn, most likely.
Grim Gamer still needs to add me.
What's that?
Grim Gamer still needs to add me.
You sent him an ad? Alright, I'll let him know.
It's Grim Gamer 11918, correct?
Yeah, whatever I pasted you should be correct.
Okay.
Alright, so radio THL in effect in the meantime. The Grim Gamer has opened with a Mana Worm into a Sorcerer's Apprentice plus Arcane Missiles, and the Anarchist still has an empty board on his own turn too. He
Yep.
chooses to play a Huge Toad out of his hand.
Feels bad, man. Also, I mean, if you don't have the Grim Gamer added, you can spectate the Anarchist, and that's half the battle at least. Also, Grim completely missed your friend request. He's going to be adding you.
Ronin, Paul
Also,
champ.
wait a minute. Why did Grim just YOLO Arcane Missiles last turn?
Yeah,
That
I don't know.
seems highly
That seems
unnecessary.
real YOLO.
But he's never punished.
Absolutely never punished.
Look at the
And-
draws.
You can't win now. That Ronin might be slow, but he's just watching the carnage at this point.
Yeah, this is an insane draw for a for what seems to be a slow tempo mage with Ronin.
A mid-range
Yeah.
mage.
Mid-range mage,
That just opened like its entire early game to start
Yeah.
off.
and might as well just keep the pain train going, play the Cult Sorcerer, and just
Yep. Cult Sorcerer ping and get in there.
only thing that's punishing you is Explosive Trap, and that's run it as a one of in most decks, if at all. Oh, you
And
gotta
if
play
he-
From
yeah,
this point
okay.
onward, even in the absolute best case scenario for the Anarchist, he is dead to Fireball for the rest of the game.
Yep.
can clear the board here,
Yeah, you can.
and I think you have to. It's a
I
shame,
think you have
but
to, and I think you're still dead.
I mean, inevitably at some point,
Yeah.
a second Frostbolt or Fireball will get picked
Before
up.
you deal 30.
I mean,
he's
he'll even
probably
get
dealing-
pinged to death before he
Yeah.
can win the game.
Or ping to death, or
Yeah.
a minion sticks like that water element.
Oh, there you go. That's a minion.
Heals Badman with the gun. Oh, I think you should have just conceded there.
Yep.
Yeah,
now
why
Grim
reveal
knows
the
that
Kodo? You're
Kodo's
dead
there.
to board.
Yep. I
Yeah,
don't like
that's
that one.
that feels real bad, man.
Oh, Sir Spams a lot also swept, according to Crovan in chat. That match just got super interesting.
Ooh. Yeah, it did. Wow.
So if he sweeps Andy Rogers, it's gonna come down to the Crovan versus Arcane Fu. Oh, Arcane
Oh, man.
THL.
Arcane THL. Yeah, so wow, Grim gets the quickest win ever. Has Priest and Warrior left. Goes with the good old Priest. And the Anarchist stays on Hunter. I think he liked it because the matchups versus Priest and Warrior seemed pretty juicy, and he wants them. Yeah, just keeping huge.
This
but
time,
not,
Anarchist has a proper opening.
yeah, not keeping the tracking because you don't really want turn one tracking. Seems
So, is Hunter favored here?
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
assume it's favored.
Heavily favored.
Because, I mean, its opponent is Priest, and therefore it is favored.
I mean, that definitely doesn't hurt. But
Did Grim
it's-
keep
it's
Power Word
really
Shield
favored.
in Akanai?
He did. And Death, I believe.
I don't know about that.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, the Power
Word-
Word Shield looks good now in hindsight.
Well, yeah. I mean,
On
a
the
cleric-
coin, though, Power Word
cleric
Shield's
was
cool,
picked up.
because as soon as you can play a minion, you can just cycle it.
Yep.
I think Akanai is definitely the right keep, but I don't know about anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. So Grim can play.
It's a pretty easy Cleric Shield, right?
Yeah.
I would say so. To just cleric. I mean, you set yourself for a 50-50 loss
Yeah, or a quick shot.
or a quick shot,
Oh.
which
I think you definitely quick shot this.
For
Yep.
sure. As quick
yeah,
as
I
possible.
think so.
That
Yeah.
was a poor choice there.
Yeah, you eliminate draw, and a lot of the battles won there.
Shield on a Cleric opening is like one of the ways that Priest wins games.
Especially, yeah, for sure.
Especially against Hunter that's playing all these minions that are going to allow you to draw free cards.
Right. Plays the Alec because, yeah, why not try to win something to fill up your curve for later? But no, ties or losses feels bad. Now Grim can coin out 4-drops here, but the Shifting Shade's definitely not appealing, and the Akanai's dead to board like very easily. So nothing feels really good here.
No, I think that you do the priest special hero power pass.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I mean Shifting Shade.
So we kept this Power Word Shield and we haven't. There's no
Yeah.
turn in sight of when we're going to play it.
No, definitely not.
So you just trade into the shifting shade and then Houndmaster up and get in the face.
You bet. And you got
I-
2 4/3s, which is the bane of Priest.
I think 2-drops might even be like you just saw the coin get used, so Excavate Evil and Holy Nova are a long way away. So
Oh,
I mean-
What?
I
that
don't
was
know
pretty
about that.
YOLO.
What the?
I don't think that's ever good.
That was pretty.
You gotta go
YOLO.
with the surefire thing.
That is a play you can make.
And in
Also-
the case that there's a
also,
flame
we're
juggler in
jousting
this
last.
deck, yeah, if there's a flame juggler in this deck, I'm pretty sure, and if you adjusted for it, it could have beaten a Northshire Cleric. You could have gotten it. So just things to consider here.
This is just juicy.
Yeah, I really don't know why the Shifting Shade's alive still.
Oh, now we got the Power Word Shield coming
And I
in.
got the Power Word Shield, so now
Oh,
this is the Shifting
Holy
Yeti.
Nova 2, Craigasm!
Anarchist threw this game pretty hard. I
Not
don't know
over-
how he wins from here.
It's not
looking
over
at the
yet.
respective hands.
You got Kodo here, which you definitely play.
I'm gonna let you in on something. Even as bad as this matchup is, or even as like good as this looks for the priest, I still don't think the priest can win.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
so bad.
I don't
for
think
the
so
priest.
either.
It has Entomb for high main.
It's
It doesn't
We got
matter.
Justicar coming down.
Houndmaster's winning the game. On the bright side, there is
Oh,
Hawkeye Circle.
Okay, now we hit the juggle.
Alright, you got him. Now the Holy
I
Nova's
still
not
think
clearing.
Kodo was better there.
Probably
I
because
think this is
Kodo,
your Alkanai circle turn.
Kodo's not guaranteed to get a target.
No,
The 3/5
actually, outside
body
of the clerics, I'd be surprised if it finds one.
outside of something that maybe the Shifting Shade
Museum
got. But,
Curator,
Right,
PogChamp.
right.
but Shifting Shade got the kill command. So
Sick.
yeah, no huge
3
shot
mana,
on
3
board
damage.
to take out that.
That's a good draw.
Tiger's pretty good. Got
We
it.
definitely play our Tiger. Yep.
For
Okay,
sure.
here we go.
Yeah, so Priest might be able to weasel back in.
Oh.
There's Curator.
You have to develop.
Make me eat
Justicar.
my words. Kodo's not finding a target. There it is.
It's such value.
Value.
Yeah, so Justicar getting played. I mean, it doesn't feel terribly safe, but
Oh.
I don't know what pushing.
Well, Shifting Shade is gonna make
Alright.
this play look okay.
Look, it's alright.
I feel like you want to develop, especially against Hunter, because you just heal out of their hero power range
Ooh.
with Justicar.
Now, it might be tempting to go for this 50-50 on the Akanai, but
Yeah, I think you go for it. Kodo
Do you?
Yuggle.
letting Akanai stick is.
I like Kodo.
I guess it's just the strongest play.
I don't like
then.
letting it stick. A flash heal crushes you.
Oh, so you would just kill Akanai and hero power, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, loses the 50-50.
Oh!
Gets the second circle.
There you go. That crushes you, too.
PogChamp!
Yeah, the Anarchist has been missing some rolls, but wait, what? Well then,
What?
that was certainly not quite what was planned.
Oh
This is
my gosh.
this is going real bad.
Not like this!
Okay, he gets the flash heal, which fits into the mana this turn.
Is that what he takes, or do you take the shifting? I think you take
I
the
don't
shade there.
I don't know about two Holy Novas.
I
That's
think
for
Holy
sure.
Nova was the worst pick, Tomer.
I would agree.
I think so.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord.
Maybe Shifting Shade. I mean, Justicar heal is gonna feel good at least. Also, I think you've played so many beasts at this point. It's time for 4 mana 4/3.
Yep.
It's time.
He needs the body.
Yeah.
Imagine him not playing that and then Cabal Shadow Priest coming down.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the scenario. With so many cards in the priest's hand, you have to be thinking about that.
Yeah, you gotta do this against Priest. Ugh.
Oh man.
There's just so many
Never punished!
so many beasts that have been played. Okay. Oh wow, there would have been Akanai Circle.
Yeah.
He's got another Alkanai circle.
Alright, so this is the point where the window starts to close for the Hunter because all the damage that's been dealt is just slowly going to erode now.
Well, you were wrong, Slimp, because now we get to play a beast.
Well,
Or Deadly
sure?
Shot at Justicar.
sure showed me. I don't mind the deadly shot. Also, I'd play just play the Kodo at that point.
Or the Houndmaster.
Sarah, right after the Deadly Shot. You have to.
Yeah, I would just heal as much as possible.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
about that,
Lusair
actually.
here.
I love you, because you're not dead next turn.
This is also
out of
fine.
all the plays, I like this one the least.
I tend
Because
to
now
agree.
you can't heal.
I think it's
Yeah.
reasonable.
We just gave away
Really?
our advantage in this
You
Yeah.
can't
game.
heal. Like that hero power has just got you. It's got you on a clock.
Very true. Yeah, yeah,
He really likes that Houndmaster.
yeah. Well,
Oh! Champ!
lol, what? That's a mind control.
This is
That-
a spicy Grim special right here.
Why would you include mind control going up against Shaman? What the? Alright, so this Houndmaster Unleash is
Yeah.
it's helping with a little
I
bit
mean,
of pressure.
like I said, he's still on the clock.
Yeah, that
Yeah, because we
Alkani,
played the Alkani.
it'll take some real effort to get that Alkani killed now. I think you just go Unleash,
well,
push as
never
much
mind.
damage as possible.
Yeah, I would have liked the Unleash there. It's not good name.
If he Houndmasters, the Alkani gets to die.
Yep.
And
You
you
don't want
definitely
Alkani
don't
to
want
die.
that to happen.
Yeah, so doing the Unleash
Oh,
like
here he
this,
goes.
I don't know.
I think you just missed 2 damage, but that's okay.
Right.
Now, the play here is you trade the Alkani with the Kodo, and then
Yeah,
you hero
so-
power off your Alkani, and then you Holy
Well,
Nova.
You could
You
circle.
could just circle. Yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
And we're putting a lot of damage on the high main, but you get to heal for more, so.
Yeah, who cares about the high main? Anduin's selfish. He just wants to heal himself. Also, I would have been really tempted to just Holy Nova
Yeah,
there.
I
don't
think
know.
I would also Holy Nova.
Like,
out
why
there,
not?
dude.
When are you going to play both? Well, I guess
Right now?
Right here we are.
Well, you
Here we are.
sure showed me then. Thanks. A Pyromancer would have been great, but yeah, double Holy Nova. How can you lose?
I don't think you do.
No.
Also, it's really unfortunate that he hasn't found a either Call of the Wild in the top half. That's how
Definitely
you beat
not.
Priest.
It's definitely not fortunate.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, this seals the game at this point. There's not necessarily lethal coming, but
Oh, there is. Oh, no, I
You're-
guess not.
your window is just it's gone.
It's gone.
Greater heal OP.
I think Power Word Shield and try and find lethal.
Or yeah,
Although
no,
I
just,
actually don't know if he has any cards in his deck that are lethal at this point.
just entomb that Leok, yeah. There you go. Why would you not power word shield though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you might as well. Yeah, it's done.
That was
Well-
one Priest deck that I enjoyed watching.
I mean, yeah, the Hunter should not have lost this game.
Slumps. You just don't know about the Mind Control Priest meta.
I mean, mind control should never work.
You just slide that card right to your side. Just slide it right on over.
That is what happened, but I still don't think it's correct.
Yeah, that sounds like a meme deck. I'm heading to ladder with that tonight.
All right, you have some ground to make up. So the Anarchist switches to Shaman. I think sticking with Hunter would have been pretty good, knowing that only Warrior was left. But Shaman's solid as well.
What type of warrior is this?
Looks like control.
We don't know.
Looks like
control.
Tempo Warrior with Brawl.
Well, why's it gotta be Tempo Warrior?
Because Armor Smith.
Control Warrior used to play that card.
Yes. But this isn't 2012. In Grimm's World, apparently it is.
I mean, it's been played as recently as 2015. Right. Yeah.
It's been a while.
So it's gonna be.
But
Totem
we're
Golem
doing
and
it.
Totem Golem. It's like. And yeah, one Totem Golem is gonna be dead to Bash. Grimm's going to be praying that the Anarchist finds Doomhammer relatively soon. Oh,
That's 4 mana, 7/7.
that is the name. We don't call it by its true name. It is called purely by the stats and the mana cost.
Yeah.
It's basically not people. Yeah, so this feels kind of bad, but it's pretty slow, and the second totem golem is supposedly safer. And the curve just continues on and on and on, as it will. And Grim can execute this, but might better slam first to maybe find a weapon. Or something. I mean, if it's really 2012, finds the second execute, so it doesn't even mind using the first. He didn't use the top kecked one, right?
No.
We refer to this as top kecked, of course. Yeah, Feral Spirit seems good. It's pretty clear up to this point that there's no weapon in hand. So these will be kind of awkward. Yeah, this is really weird. There's not much to do.
No. I think you just, you go with the good old pre-special hero power pass.
Yep. If you play the Ghoul, you're killing your Armor Smith and losing an Execute activator. And if you're playing Harrison, you're just forfeiting the Doom Hammer.
Grim agrees. Pre-special.
So do you coin the 4-mana 7/7 here?
I mean, seems good.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I'm in.
I'd be tempted to not, because maybe you want to play Fire Elemental, but also Tunnel Trog,
Drugs rule.
Flame Wreath, I spoke its name, will be powerful in that too. And the
So
board-
this is a pretty good brawl, is it not?
It's alright.
I don't think you're under enough pressure to brawl.
Although
you
with
are.
Baron Geddon next turn, there's more
Yeah.
reason to do it. And wouldn't you know it, the one minion that dies to... I don't know about that, though. The one minion that died to Baron Geddon lived, and it got mercilessly executed. I don't know about that.
I don't either. I don't like that execute one bit.
So the Anarchist has
Especially
seen,
with Ghoul in hand.
Yeah, he's seen both executes, and the 4-mana 7/7 is down to party right now, outside of Shield Slam.
Boy, I bet
Taz, Dingo.
we wish we had that execute back.
Maybe. But Shield Slam's coming up right off the top. Shield block into Shield Slam. Bam. Yeah, it's a little tough here. That's Justicar, which, is okay. At some point. Not now. So double Rockbiter shows up. This is burst that'll be useful for the future. What's his flame? Oh, is he going to use one Rockbiter?
Yep, looks like he's going to.
Yeah, push that damage to the face. I kind of like it. Plus, getting this Flame Tongue totem, as well as this other totem, you're setting up for Thunder Bluff when you've seen one brawl already, so it seems really good.
I like this too, because you've already seen both executes, and now there's no way he's getting enough armor outside of another shield block to.
A lot of good stuff about this turn. Double Taz Dingo, by the way. Grim hates aggro, confirmed. Wait, why wouldn't you play Bloodhoof Brave? Is he afraid of... He respected that Kodo tech, is what happened, and he was right. He chose to play Senjin over Bloodhoof Brave out of pure fear of Kodo, and he was right. It's amazing.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I mean, you could have even just used Fire Elemental.
Yeah, could have just Fire Ele'd it.
Because I think Fire Elemental's happening anyway.
Guess not. I guess he's trying to get as many totems on the board for a good Thunder Bluff next turn.
I guess so, yeah. And I mean, I won't argue too much with hitting for 9 every turn.
No.
There was a taunt in the way, and as we all know, taunt is cheating. Alright, second brawl's here. And I think he's going to be inclined to use it. Which is going to be very unfortunate. I mean, definitely not fortunate.
I think you slam that brawl as fast as possible. Hurry up before it goes away.
What's Ghoul accomplishing with its life here? Okay,
chance better odds to win the brawl, yeah.
I guess it's worth it at this point. Worth the thought. And the Ghoul is a champion. He wins that brawl.
Wow.
He's gonna get Fire Elemental though. Not bad at all. But definitely lucky to win that. I mean, if anything had won on the Anarchist side, he would have been fine. Like, if any random totem wins, great, I got Thunder Bluff. If any, like, if the 4-mana 7/7 lives, great, I'm going to continue going to the Dome.
The upside for Anarchist though is he's seen both brawls, and now his Thunder Bluffs are just going to be so like well protected.
Yep, he can just go to town. And with the taunt up, the Justicar's not so bad. He's going to Hex
Yeah,
it. I would hit face
don't like
first with
hexing
Fire
that.
Elemental for sure, if you were going to do this. Oh, but the
Yeah.
Taunt Totem can kill it, so that's nice. So it doesn't matter. Now, Baron Geddon works against this a little bit, but it's not... Oh, you can also fill in the Shield Slam, so you're clearing, well, either everything but the Thunder Bluff or everything but the Fire Elemental.
I think this is the right choice. Thunder Bluff is just impossible to beat for the warrior.
Yep, too scary. Yeah, this might cause the Fire Elemental to trade into the Baron Geddon, but you're not even so sad about that.
Anarchist just has so much fuel for this fire here.
Yeah. I hate seeing these fiery minions kill each other. Definitely don't use that Hex, though. There's so much more to come. You take the trade while you can, and I think you really have to value this last piece of removal. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, the Anarchist is in a pretty, like, winnable spot. Still has decent removal in hand, more threats to come, cycle that can't get answered, and he can just extend wildly at this point, with both Brawls and Baron Geddon gone. It's looking really, really good. Why not? Why not
Oh,
another
4
one?
mana 7/7.
And why not buff Tunnel Chog while you're at it?
Sure. There's no brawls.
No Brawls. I mean, there's not even a War Axe up to this point.
Not a single one.
Both Executes gone. One
Both
Shield
executes
Slam
go.
gone.
Yep. Oh. There we go. We got there.
Yeah, we did. This is not optimal placement for Flame Tongue Totem. Just so if people are wondering, I'm not amazing when it comes to this by any means, but I think Tunnel Chog to the left of Healing Totem and 7/7 to the far, far left would probably be the best.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because you not only have, I think it is one more Flame Tongue Totem in the deck, but you also have potential ones off Tuskar Totemic, which is, definitely getting run. Yeah, so it feels good to be tanking up, but the Harrison is sitting there very lonely. And
Yeah. At what point do you just play it? I think now's the time.
I think that the Anarchist isn't running Doomhammer.
Even if he is, like, do you really want to draw? I mean, I guess you do.
Let me double check here, because I'm a bad captain and I don't remember what my player is playing.
From Grimm's perspective, I think at this point you have to just you have to try and fight for board. You have no brawls left. Although at this point I don't think it's much of a fight. But
oh yeah, the Anarchist isn't
Shaman
playing
King is
Doomhammer.
being thrown down by his own class.
Yeah, the Anarchist isn't playing Doomhammer, so joke's on Grimm. Feels bad, man. He got duped.
yeah, I don't think there's any way for the warrior to win from here.
I don't think so either. Yeah, Harrison finally comes down.
Also, there's nothing worse than being at a what is that? 38 life, can't win the game. Like that is a bad feeling.
Feels bad, man. Well, this is the kind of thing that happens when you execute like a feral spirit.
Yeah. Also, he brawled the first brawl. There was 4 damage or 5 damage on the board. I don't think you can really ever brawl a board with 5 damage.
Probably not. Yeah. Chooses death.
Like, he brought a board that had 5 damage, and he was at 36 life. I don't know. I
Right.
think you have to wait for more threats to be put out.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get a little greedy.
Like, at that point, with your hero power, you're only net taking 3 damage a turn. I don't think you're too scared about that. Oh, this is also not a good matchup for the warrior.
No, definitely not. Wait, there are Bloodhoof Braves. What the? He got
He's
4
playing all the
taunts.
taunts.
All the taunts.
He's literally playing all of them because he's playing,
and Fierce
you know.
Monkey. You think
Have
he
we
has
seen a
Fierce
War
Monkey?
Axe yet?
Yeah, there was one.
Oh, okay.
We saw
I
one.
think
And a
I think
Gorehow.
he may have cut the War Axe for bolster.
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, bolster, pod champ. Gosh, I hope so.
Obviously,
Now you got me
obviously,
excited.
I'm kidding, but you know, yeah, no War Axe feels bad.
We're
Armorsmith
calling
is
the
just
bash here, right?
either that or Monkey.
With the monkey. I don't mind the monkey at all.
Monkey. Yeah, I like playing a minion before because I don't think that there was anything that that was going to be too bad if you just kind of laid back with a minion. Whereas now, like Fierce Monkey's the turn 3 play, and there's a Misha looking at you.
Well, if he were to top deck Shield Slam, this would allow
Yeah.
him to Shield Slam that.
Yeah, definitely. I just think there's such a strong case to play the minion first. And now, wow, I mean, I think Grim will play around it, but man, that Bloodhoof could nearly walk into a Kodo trap.
Oh. Do you like the kill command there?
He didn't have
No.
much else to do. I don't mind it.
I would have just developed the 2 minions.
Yeah. I mean, the beauty of Misha was that it traded favorably
Here
into
comes
that.
Bloodhoof.
Would have
Uh-oh.
forced a Ravaging Ghoul off curve.
Not Bloodhoof, not like this.
If it's Bloodhoof, the game's lost, right?
Ah!
Essentially,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah. It's really
Dang.
bad.
Wow, I thought he didn't actually run the Bloodhoofs last game because he played the Senjins.
He
This
plays
is a
it
very
all, man.
interesting
What
board.
did he take out?
This is like a 60 card deck.
I don't know, man. I want to say legendaries, but even then, I don't know. Grim really needs help off the top. Brawl will come in handy. That's for sure.
Yeah, let's think about it. We didn't see like a Sylvanas or anything like that.
No. There's Grom.
Grom
There's
and
Baron
Baradin, though.
Seems about it. It's
And
like
Elise.
a BLPS style, I think.
If you're Anarchist, you like the bow. Yeah.
I like the bow, and
I
I like
do.
swinging because you know
Yeah.
how you're winning, and it plays around weapon removal.
Not to mention, if he wants to remove your weapon, he's not removing your board. Can't do
Oh, yeah.
both.
Yeah. Granted, the ooze wasn't seen last game, but the ooze is not.
Even if he
strong.
has Ooze, like he's not doing anything to your board with 4 mana.
Yeah, the ooze is not strong. The Armorsmith isn't very strong either. Armoring up.
I
Is
think
he
as
even
sad as
dead
it
at that
is, you
point?
just have to brawl.
Yeah. Other option would be like Ravaging Ghoul, ooze, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, gets
yeah.
the best result,
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's Call of the
but
Wild.
even that
Oh,
won't be
man.
enough. I think he jousts with the Alec and definitely keep this Kodo tucked. Oh!
That's
Okay.
probably like
Champ.
the best draw.
Don't mind if I do, says the Anarchist.
Outside of like Stranglethorn Tiger, I think that was probably like the
I
second
think you
best
could
draw.
have kept this weapon though. I might have
I
back. I
like
don't
swinging there.
plays around taunt, but
Plays
then
one
again-
weapon removal.
Yeah, but again, as you mentioned last turn, if weapon gets removed, the board doesn't get
Oh!
True.
answered. And
Oh.
Jesus. Oh, it's a 50-50. It's
Yeah, with the
Uh,
50
but Call of the
even
Wild's
do it.
also just lethal.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, this is definitely lethal.
exact.
Yeah, that's exactly lethal.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
you run in
You
the
can do this a
hopper,
variety of
running
ways.
the-
As long as the Alec crashes into the Bloodhoof Brave, then it's lethal. Yep. Got him. So
Go to game 5.
This warrior has been taking some pain against Shaman and Hunter, and now a warrior from the Anarchists' own.
So, Slims, do you know what kind of warrior he's playing?
I do, I
What
believe.
is
Is it Ahoy, matey?
No. It's
Oh.
well, kind of. I believe he's playing dragons.
Dragons. Oh, I'm a fan.
That I would think I'll struggle against this.
Yeah, it's probably why he saved it for last. Yeah, he's got the
Although,
dragons going.
this deck is... Gosh, what does he... I'm trying to think of, like,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
not in
Ysera
here.
was in
Because this
there.
deck is heavy. And, like, odd.
With a lot of tech,
Yeah, for
for
sure.
sure. Alright, so
Maybe he's only got the one armor smith. Have we seen 2?
we saw 2.
Yeah, we did see too.
Well, there's got to be no frothings in it.
Yeah.
No.
So really
control warrior,
unfortunate that the Grim still doesn't find the War Axe. Did he not?
I
Include it?
I really think there's one.
Okay.
There's got to be one.
Well, we saw
Took the
one
best
the,
deck out
the
of
first
warrior.
game.
Or the
It's-
best card out of the deck.
It's one of the best cards in the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only like one War Axe. I'm
Yeah.
almost convinced.
Plays the Ooze to contest. It's the only option really. And Blood
Now-
Icker. Just to make the
There's a
2-2.
play. Does
don't
he
know about-
execute?
I don't know about that execute.
Big
though.
balls. Big balls.
Oh,
Oh, he's
yeah.
doing it.
Man.
I mean, this can definitely get punished in the long run, but
Well,
it
this
can
will
also
get punished in the long run. Grim plays nothing but big taunts.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, if your Alex Stress's champion gets killed, that's okay. You can still kill the Ooze with the Blood Icker minion. Like, I definitely think that was correct.
I mean, I'm all up for a YOLO play, but that was like living life right on the edge.
Yeah, three.
It wasn't
YOLO,
quite a
5
totem, but it was close.
No, it wasn't quite a totem.
No. Okay,
Ah,
War
there's
Axe
the
is
lone
showing
one.
up. It's not that great though. He
Oh
doesn't
god, he's hovering the
execute.
brawl.
That's living life on the edge.
Oh, he's
YOLO
doing
play.
it.
Oh,
Oh, he's
oh my
doing
god,
it!
he's rolling!
This might actually be one of the better balls he could ever hope to get.
And he gets the... Oh!
He does, but by using the coin, oh, that's a painful coin. Maybe he could have just waited next turn.
He probably could have. But
It's a
you know,
painful
it's just not
coin.
as fun that way.
I mean,
Now he gets to stare down a 6/6.
that's the goal, huh? To have as much fun as possible. What is this?
Video game? Kappa. Dance game.
Could you covered all the bases? Is he swinging?
Oh
Or is,
boy.
or is he chilling? All right, he's chilling.
Oh, Jay chillin'.
Uh,
That's... Anarchist gets a board here.
Definitely. Opts for the larger board, it seems.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Already saw a brawl.
Yeah, a lot of things here that require the War Axe.
Oh, he's not gonna Iker. Or Iker, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
I
Looks
think
like...
I would have.
Oh, yeah, 1 mana off Barongeddon. That's unfortunate. Such a slow turn. I mean, he removed quite a bit, but...
Maybe you should have just put the Harrison down there.
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh, we get a 9/9 PogChamp.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. With both executes gone, this is great.
This feels good, man.
I don't know how it gets dealt with. Like, at all.
You can hear the excitement in Slimsh's voice.
I mean, disclaimer, I am terribly biased for this match, and I would like to see the... But I think we all knew that.
Oh, that 9/9's not connecting.
Nah, not for a little.
Just throw all the minions down, right? You gotta.
Just played as a dude. Icker the Harrison.
Yep. Iker the Harrison to get the minion going.
Yeah.
Although this Geddon
Oh,
is going to
but
be...
by doing the ghoul, you make the Crusher dead to Harrison, which does feel very bad.
That's true. Maybe
Yeah.
you shouldn't have Gould there.
I like the Icker though. Like the Icar for sure.
So if you're Grim, you just Geddon.
Geddon, yeah, seems about right. No cards left for the
I don't know. I
Anarchist.
kind of like Grom.
Shield Block, on the other hand, I don't know. But the Armor Smith helps make this a good play. I don't know that it was the best play. Alright, well that's helping, but the Baron Geddon's still solid, and Grom is even more than he was last.
Yeah, Baron Geddon and Grom are both fine here. You could
Yeah,
trade like the Armor Smith and
that
Geddon,
that
or
that
just
Flesh
Grom it.
Eating Ghoul really seemed to hurt. Like the Draconoid Crusher, a 9 power minion with your opponent at 10 health is just dead. Left to die on board. 100%
Gotta be
of the
fair, it
time.
would have died to the Baron anyway, but
Yep. Well, that's helpful.
Well, that's a top kick. Does this warrior deck is it playing the 10-10 or the 12-12? Is
Wait,
there a Deathwing
Deathwing?
in here?
No, there's a rag in the ground.
Oh man, that would have
Sorry.
been the only way to get there from here.
Yeah, it's definitely looking rough. The Anarchist needs to find Rag or Grom very soon. Yeah, just tempo Baron. You're not even taking damage here. It's okay.
No, you're actually gaining.
He gained health. Okay, the slam's definitely welcome pickup, but
Well, you just gave him 4.
yep. No
Feels
dragon,
bad.
obviously. It seems pretty unwinnable at this point.
It
But
seems lost.
with both executes gone, it's possible that a Grom or a Rag could do some work, but unlikely. Yeah, just gotta get that guy out there.
Just
Now,
feels
he'll be
like your health's going one way and your opponent's going the other.
Yep. Grim has played quite a few of his threats, but in the long run, he's got at least Starseeker. He's got just a card True Heart somewhere. It's looking quite bad.
He's at 9 life more than the aggro.
9 life
I don't
more,
even think
and
you can play that.
also worth reporting is that Michael and Gideon Echo, they've been playing their match this entire time, so these two matches are what the series is riding on at this point. And it
Are we
looks like this
slamming
one,
our own ghoul here?
I mean,
Are we that desperate?
it's time to
Guess
start
not.
competing for that armor count. And Shield Slam picked up is a big relief because I think that was one of the only ways that Grim could lose is not finding that soon. For something... Alright, well that's a welcome pickup for sure. As is that. Looks like he'll even slam it at this point.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah.
But to be
gotta-
honest, I don't know if we can win from here.
Gotta make Grim work for that. Yeah, I mean at this point, an enraged Grom can't even take out the armor. If only there were a Kodo in this warrior deck.
Yeah, come on. Not playing Kodo and Warrior, come on.
I thought about putting Kodo in a few warrior decks. Okay, Azure Drake keeps the steam going for now. And that's not really good.
No. Corcoran, don't charge in, maybe?
Yeah, I could see it.
Die to the weapon for free.
Yeah. But also dying to the weapon is this Azure Drake.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus the Blood Hoof.
Weapon that off and play Ysera.
If the Anarchist is lucky, his Azure Drake will get shield slammed here. I don't know why you wouldn't play Ysera though. Just why? Why no Ysera, Bible Thump?
Yeah, I would have played Ysera every time there.
I mean, he got to armor up. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't think you're worried about getting bursted from 32.
Still no dragon in hand. Feels bad.
What's
Dies
it
for
done?
free.
Maybe he
I mean,
just like
yeah.
had to Grom there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was just the only play at that point. Oh, this is why he played Elise, so that he could
Oh,
top
well,
deck
I
the
mean,
map.
if you know you're getting the map, next turn.
I still would have played Ysera,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
he is
Grim-
playing Kodo and Warrior.
this warrior deck, man. Oh, he used the
Oh.
shield slam.
That's a
Grom,
misstep every time.
Grom's in the clear.
Yep, Grom is in the clear.
I don't
Is
know
Well,
about
that the
that.
first or the second shield slam?
First,
First,
but
but
there are 2 executes down.
yeah, to execute today, I'd just slam Grom here.
Okay,
Oh,
I guess. Good thing he played around Kodo.
oh, played around Kodo perfectly.
Beautifully done.
I'm sure that's what he was thinking about there.
Okay, so that's a dead frothing, but really, I think this Ysera should have been on the board for a few turns.
Yeah,
Feels
I think
really
I've
bad.
drawn about 3 cards by now. We could have 7 6s sitting out there. Still no dragon. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, here's Grom. I mean, it's pretty good. Because there's no answer except that.
That's an
Alright.
answer.
Rip Grom.
That's it.
There's still Ragnaros.
Yeah, there's a shield slam for that one.
Yeah, it's a race in these bottom 5 cards. And also, if the Rag were to miss the minion, then he's dead. Monkey.
Maybe
does
he
not
plays
equal
Monkey,
Dragon.
and then he gets like all Nat Pegels.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
I see where this is going.
I mean, he's got to play it. Nah, don't play Ysera. Play the monkey.
No, play
if he would've played
Ysera's
Monkey
better
and
than
got-
the average legendary.
If he
let's be
played the
honest.
Monkey, gets all Nat Pegels, and then Rag just keeps crushing him, maybe he wins. Oh, there's Rag. Part 1. Well, I think you just slam Rag, or no? No? Guess not.
Yeah, just hope for the best. Seems like the only thing to do.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim at this point.
Alright, so Monkey's played. Sir
Those
Finley
are some
Margleton
good
has
ones.
appeared. I think he likes his hero power.
Also, what do you think? Would you have played the 4 mana 7/6 before that? I think I would have. Before you monkeyed?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so really hoping on Ragnaros now, but Ragnaros is actually dead.
Yeah.
Um,
Just go with the weapon in your Sarah. Yeah.
yeah, it's looking very grim.
Play the
as it
Harrison.
has for a while now. Yeah, just play it all out there.
Play the
Play the
haha
Laughing
sister.
Sister. Is there trouble?
Haha.
Yeah, 2 cards left. Can't compete against the deck of legendaries. This is
No.
it's all but over. In fact,
In
11,
fact, I think it's over
15,
now.
18, 22 damage. So Grim just has lethal. Oh wait, there's a taunt. Yeah, so Black Knight the taunt
Yep.
out of the way casually. He's going to try and
Oh.
Finley Murgleton for extra damage. Not that he needs it, but he's kind of excited about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he
There
got
we go.
that one extra damage.
Got him.
Totally necessary. Or was it actually? No,
No,
not even close.
not even a little bit.
He had him dead for sure. Alright, so that is a win for the Grim Gamer. The Control Warrior, Grim style, takes down the Dragon Warrior, which I think we can expect that to be a kind of a bad matchup for the Dragon Warrior, but I definitely think there was a window there for it to get a win. The turn where the Draconoid Crusher was left for dead to Harrison definitely stung a lot.
So Grim takes the series, right? That was
Yeah.
game 5.
Yep, that was game 5.
All right, so who's up next? Rad Dreams and Zabger.
Yeah, we've got Rad Dreams versus Zabger. These guys are actually all ready to go once we are. I have their bands. We have their classes. And yeah, so Red Dream's bringing Hunter Mage Warlock Warrior. We have word that his Warlock has been banned. And Zabger Hunter Shaman Warlock Warrior. Shaman was banned. And this is the Dream Team, which Rad Dreams is the captain and player of, against Team Avatar, who is currently down 1 game in the series, 2 points to 4. Yeah, Zabger's new pickup for Team Avatar for just a week or so now, I believe. So
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so that's the case. These two are going to go at it. Not sure if we're quite ready yet. I'm going to poke Drew.
Um,
Yeah, so Hunter, Mage, Warrior, Zabger with the big 3, plus Hunter, of course. We see Rad Dreams has opted for the Mage over, say, Shaman. I think a lot more people are bringing Mage. A lot of people are hyped about tempo in general, potentially with Yogg, maybe without Yogg.
Oh, I mean, we can only hope for the Yogg.
Or the Double God Mage, as
Oh,
Parker
I mean,
has
that's
pioneered.
that's the thing dreams are made of.
Just doing some clerical stuff here. Just, I'm reliving my usual days as the corporate shill by just performing
The
small tasks.
socio-normative kind.
All right, cool. Just yeah. So I'm just messaging Drew here. I don't even know if these are popping up on the stream. Normally the overlay hides them, but once we're ready to go on the stream side, we can have these players queue up, and this is a really important match. Team Avatar versus the Dream Team. More so for the Dream Team, I think, because they really need all the points they can get. On the red side, they're currently 4th in standings, not out of the mix by any means in getting the wild card. They'd have to surpass the Yogg champs, who are 8 points ahead of them right now. And Team Avatar, similarly, they're definitely a lot more comfortable, but they'd like to take the 1 spot back from Xynergy if possible.
Everybody wants the buy.
Everybody wants the buy. I mean, there's definitely no downside to having the buy. It's only upside.
Definitely not.
Playing 1 matches. This is why players who play to compete for BlizzCon qualification, that's why they're trying to get as many points as possible. They get buys by doing that.
Everybody wants the buys.
Everybody wants the buys. Yes, yeah. So we're just stalling a little bit here.
Shaman.
Wait, Drew, I know you've been cool cool inside. Oh, good to go. Okay, cool. Alright, so these guys are going to get queued up. Rad Dreams and Zapger. Also, I think the last series... He says, go, go, go. I think the last series really came down to that Hunter versus Priest game. Like, if a few things went differently in the Hunter versus Priest, Priest would not have gotten the win that it did. And I think that Priest really would have struggled. Seems like a rough time against Dragon Warrior, but I could be wrong.
It's definitely not a fun time.
Yeah, poor Priest, man.
But
Just
when you're playing Priest, nothing's really a fun time. So.
Asks that a lot. Yeah, so these guys just queued up into their game. We got Rad Dreams versus Zabger. And it is a Mage versus Warrior, so I hope for Rad Dream's sake that he does not have Freeze Mage. And that is a Defender of Argus. Mage.
Defender of Argus Mage.
It's Zoo Mage! It keeps the
Oh,
Argus.
I'm excited.
Oh my god. It's Zoo Mage. And Zabger is running Cthulhu Warrior, it looks like. We saw some Cthulhu goodies in the mulligan, which of course excites me. But I don't think this is going to be a game that he'll love unless he top decks Warax soon. It gets pretty rough to weather these mana worms. I definitely don't know about coining 2 of them though.
Seems a bit optimistic.
Because Warax just eats both of these. Of course it's not in hand. Like, you had no mirror image to protect them.
I mean, at this point, we're just YOLOing the missiles out there, huh?
I think so, because the missiles is equal to 5 damage.
There they go.
This is true. This is truly a YOLO play. Like, extremely aggressive. Doomcaller. Okay, this will help in the mirror down the road, potentially, if Rad Dreams has a control warrior. That may not be the case. Also, I don't know if we've lost Cassie or if he's just being shy. I think we lost him.
Curiosity.
So I think you have to play
I'm
the
here.
Rad
I'm
Dreams
just not
warrior.
friends with Zabger yet, so I can't
Feels
adequately.
bad, man. Did you get the document?
Oh yeah, I've added him twice now.
I'm gonna yell at him. This will be my first interaction with Zabger, by the way.
Seems good.
Alright, so the trading happened with the ghoul. There is an answer to the mana worm.
Appreciate
Not
it.
your
There it
favorite
is.
answer, but an answer for sure. And I think the cycling definitely needs to happen with just how the quality of this hand has been panning out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, no matter what, you would shield block. If you drew Execute, maybe there's a case for that. Slam.
Oh,
Okay. The greed! He's fearing this water elemental, and it's true. There is water elemental. So he's going to be able to deal with it now. The mana worm's sticking around, but it'll die to the slam eventually. I guess. Also, what's with
Maybe
the
right now.
Sylvanas in this Rad Dreams deck here?
I have no idea. Also, what's the card on the far right he just drew?
Rad Dreams?
Yeah,
It's Flame Strike.
it's upside down.
Well done. Thanks, Blizzard. Yeah, so the water elemental sticks. Zabger's gonna remain with 1 armor, which is helpful. The shield block will definitely be able to enable shield slam. But it's really unfortunate for Zabger that no Cthulhu activators have been played.
Not a single one.
The shield bearer is not live. I think Doomcaller is gonna have to get to buffing his buddy this game.
You need to let him know about the good old River Crocs.
I mean, yeah, most lists probably only run 1. I was also looking at this Harrison from Zapger. It'll be good if he were to queue into another warrior, but I think it's actually a pretty mediocre tech against
Yeah.
Hunter.
Against
maybe
Mage and Hunter, it won't really find much of a use.
So maybe not the strongest tech in the world, and sitting dead for quite a while here. You still
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out, but
Intellect. No time for games.
Ooh, playing Sylvanas into an empty board against Warrior? Just like asking to not get any value?
Yeah, this Gorehowl can start going to work, which is definitely going to hurt, but with Justicar and hopefully an Ancient Shield Bearer that can get activated, it might not be bad, but it's definitely a fine line here. It's not without risk at all. You take a lot of punishment by going for these Gorehowls.
Yeah, I like the Gorehound. Nothing else looks very good.
I think you gotta. you
The
just
only
have
other
to.
play is to just drop Justicar and hope he has like no way to deal with it.
Oh, jeez.
That seems
It would feel very bad,
really
man.
really optimistic.
It would feel extremely bad, man. Yeah, it goes with the Gorehowl. I mean, you could fear spell power, but I think taking Sylvanas out is
Oh
just...
man,
Yeah. Alright, so he's really fearing that spell power.
that just doesn't feel right.
I think spell power is most scary when you have minions that you're trying to protect. I'm especially thinking about Arcane Blast. Oh!
Oh,
The plays!
oh, Stonewalled. Oh, look at the friendly guy, Mr. River Crackle.
Seems like a good brawl.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't expect brawls to get much better than this. Is he going
We're
to...
throwing the River Croc out there for
I
the
mean,
ball.
if the Rivercroc wins the brawl, you still have to hit something.
Right.
But you'd be giving yourself a 50-50 to take only 2 damage. But
Yeah, I think you just brawl first.
yeah, it's really a shame though that these activators haven't had time to get played. Feels like he has to play one now. Dead to a lot of burn, but you're also
If you
dead
played
if
the
you...
3-drop one this turn, next turn you can play. Yeah, I think he sees that. Next turn you can play the River
Yeah,
Croc and gain 10
right.
life.
Yeah, it might look silly, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you'd like to get value
Oh,
off that.
the
Oh, jeez.
ooze.
A little late to the party, but it's alright.
Definitely still welcome.
Emperor Thorson.
My god.
So does that mean he's playing a list that includes Archmage?
I think
I
so.
would guess.
I think so, yeah.
Well, I think we're gaining 10 here.
Seems good, and then gaining 6 the following turn with 4 more to gain every other turn.
Yep. Definitely seems like a good spot for the Warrior now. Although this Flame Strike's not going to be bad.
Yeah, with double Flame Strike, you kind of have to take what you can get against this deck. On the downside, it's very slow. But
You
Emperor is
could
not
Flame
looking
Strike
good.
Frostbolt and keep your minion alive.
Yeah. I think the Frostbolt might be just too good to get discounted by Emperor in the long run.
Yeah, that's true. It could be.
Like, this is a... Like, the 3-2 minion is nice. Okay, this is another way to go. In which case, I think the Intellect was going to get played every time.
Are we drawing last? We're drawing
That's
last.
okay.
All right.
They're most certainly were no better plays this turn, so that's fine.
So he's running Ooze and Harrison in Tempo Mage. And, well, I guess his opponent does have all weapon classes. So.
Yeah. True. Yeah, forgoes 2 armor to get the War Axe played. I like this for sure. Which Harrison, of course, takes out, but Justicar is still there. And there's no way to deal with it, although the Antonice draw is very welcome. Aw, no faith in the missiles. Feels bad, man. Obviously, he wants that to become a fireball.
Oh, PogChamp. Top deck.
Very good. Yeah, obviously the Flame Strike will hurt a little bit, but I think Zabger will trade. Like, anytime your Justicar is able to get any sort of trade in, like, you're just really happy about that. It's not often she does much other than give you this amazing hero power that just wins games by itself. Okay, so Flame Strike
I think you should have traded first.
Yeah.
I think so for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely seems misordered.
Because Harrison was going to trade into one of those
Yeah,
every time,
absolutely.
even in the case where one of them were to.
And all of a sudden,
take
the
2
Warriors,
yeah. Oh yeah, just
back at
Aren't-
38.
wait. I guess Emperor wasn't even changing anything, huh?
No.
So this is the way to go.
That being said, Antonidas currently can't be killed.
Can't be killed.
And that's a problem.
That is a large problem. And yeah, the minions are even just going to be dead as
Yeah, the
well. Like the
minions are just
fireballs
gonna
are
get
just going to clear
fireballed.
them all. I think you have to play Baron here. Just like anything that you can do to try to make a minion connect with Antonidas, you have to do it. I think.
Yeah,
I could be
agree.
wrong.
Nah, I agree.
But I play a lot of Cthulhu Warrior. It's like here, Antonidas would have had to trade into something potentially, but
Right.
it's not terrible yet. Like if he could find a way to activate execute this turn.
Even next turn, I mean, every fireball is. It's not doing that much with the Justicar hero power.
No.
And you know that this is the deck's last hurrah in terms of doing a ton of damage. So, like, you're not feeling
Basically.
good as the warrior, but you still have 37 health.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big draw.
I mean, it actually doesn't do anything. You're not playing more fireballs than you would have. In fact, I don't know why.
I have no idea why he played Flame Waker there.
I don't know why you play any minions at all.
Yeah, I
Because
wouldn't.
you've
Because now
extended
you
your
just open yourself up to brawl.
Yeah, which there has been one, to be fair, right? There was
Yeah,
one.
but still, there's no reason to open yourself up to something
No.
when you don't need to be.
All right. Well, Antonius is dead, but it's not such a happy story. And yeah, the Doomcaller is being held on to. Assuming there's no polymorph, that could be good. This Emperor is pretty sick. Yeah, definitely doing this. Just saving those fireballs because why not? No need to. Well, maybe you could burn the face a little bit. It's always that tempting. So Sylvanas might be the thing to do.
Yeah, I think so.
I think there are several turns back where the Doomcaller could have been played, like last turn even. I think there was a tank up plus, what was it? Acolyte? Could have been Doomcaller, which would have been dead to fireballs, but you may have been kind of happy about that. Is this any sort of lethal?
Bran.
8, 10 damage.
What is Bran in here for?
Well, you saw that Argus, right? I mean, come on.
Okay.
You're not paying attention.
Sorry.
And we're going face.
Base is indeed the place I have been
I
told.
mean, one of these could have gone to the Doomcaller, right? Alright.
Yeah.
Got him. Not quite. Flame Strike? What?
Oh my gosh.
You could actually lose to Brawl. like,
Absolutely.
This is a game that was basically locked up that could now be lost. I don't get it, man.
And it's over.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know,
so...
we didn't talk about it with the last match, but since this game is over, Jack Sox has to chug a beer on Tavern Talk.
Why?
Because Grim beat the Anarchist.
Oh, sick. I mean, I'm
And
not happy about,
in this
not happy
trial
about-
by Chugbat, Grim was my champion.
Oh, I completely forgot. All right, well, there is a silver lining, although I'm very sad about that result. I will look forward to watching the chugging. I can say that much at least. So Rad Dream takes the first game with the Tempo Mage, kind of like a combo mage, if anything. With the Emperor Antonidas Stream, but yeah, definitely Tempo. 2 Flame Strikes. Cthulhu Warrior down, Hunter and Warrior left to be played. Alright, Zabger switches to Hunter. Good thing he didn't keep going with the Warrior. Would have been hurt quite a bit. And they both look like they're mid-range.
Oh, what the fuck?
Although you can't be sure for Zabger. What do you think about keeping the Eagle Horn bow off the coin as a mid-range hunter against a hunter?
It seems very optimistic.
I'd be looking for 2 drops and 1 drops very
Yeah, for sure.
aggressively.
On the coin, I think it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Off
can
the
definitely
coin, I think it's... Oh my goodness,
Crippling.
that's a card.
Oh.
That's a flare. In the
Okay.
deck on purpose.
Wait. Okay. Whoa. Rad Dreams is only going up against Hunter.
Yep.
Like Rad Dreams had the Mage, and
Yep.
Mages don't even run secrets. A
Nope.
lot of Hunters don't even run secrets.
Very few.
It's good cycle though.
Maybe
Not
when it was
good.
1 mana.
2 mana draw card. I don't know. I'm on board.
I'm on board. I'd rather hero power every time.
I'd rather play, the novice engineer. At least I get a wisp with it.
I mean, yeah, it's true. So just goes with the Eagle Horn bow, equips another. The hand is very dead for Rad Dreams. Meanwhile, Zabger's got all kinds of things to do, and with this Camelin weapon, he can just deal with whatever comes out. Cavaldier? Yep. You guessed it.
Baby.
If there was a Kodo, I mean...
Oh, the pink ghost face.
With 2 4 health minions to finish off with the weapon.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well,
Waste
maybe
the clowns.
maybe Rad Dream should practice a little bit more for next time.
Oh, Smork!
I mean, he does have the life lead total, and double Call the Wild. It's a ways away, but all right, Smork. It may have just been his. This might be the strongest route at this point because the hand is so clunky and so slow that he's just gonna do what hunters do, and that is Smork. And Zabger is forced to play very defensively now. The double trades.
Do you like the re-equip over hero power?
I would like it if the next turn was 100% figured out, and I don't know that that's the case. It depends on the top deck.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, he might just not have mana to do it later. This is assuming that Zabger is able to get 2 swings before the game's over, and that's not even for sure. If a swing... Rad Dreams is thinking about where to swing. Decides to go for that, which, I don't know. Should have played the minion second. But
Yeah.
I
For
thought we
sure.
were in Smork mode.
I thought so too, but he seems to be worried about potential Houndmaster. Maybe.
Well, if there's Houndmaster, it could still hit the
Yeah,
camel.
that's the thing. Is Zabger still going to play it? I mean, if he can just get to Coin Call the Wild, he'll essentially win, so... I don't
Seems
mind
to be his
these.
plan.
I really don't mind these extremely safe. Wait, why? Oh,
I don't know why we're not swinging with the weapon.
Would that have set up lethal? Because Huffer does 5. All these minions would do 6 plus 4.
Definitely.
That's 16.
I guess.
Well, I
that's
guess it's
lethal
lethal
anyways.
anyway. But you still swing.
Yeah, absolutely. Still swing.
Yeah, so pretty nice for Zabger that thanks to holding onto the coin for 10 years, his Call of the Wild's going to come first, and that makes
6
all
turns,
the
aka
difference.
10 years.
Yes. Don't question me.
That's definitely true if you're playing against brown.
Yep. You'll be old by that point. So the smork continues, but Rad Dreams is dead. Correct?
Yep, he looks
He was
all
even
kinds
dead
of-
without the Call of the Wild. Probably. I mean, that was 4, 7, 10. Yeah, he was dead with Kill Command even, but
Yep, he was.
Zabger styles a little bit, goes for the flashy plays to make the crowd happy. And
Zabger
overkills him by
ties it up.
1.
1-1.
Yeah? Or no, Zabger... Oh, yeah, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Oh my god, I'm dying of thirst. I'm coming back so quickly. Okie dokie, we're living. That is a good zoo hand. Ooh, coin. Interesting.
Seems like an optimistic coin.
Well, he wins the
Hoping to
joust.
draw the true drop.
No follow-up, but possibly a dead flame imp, but we can see that the taunt's coming up. And this flame imp is going to do what it loves to do. You could trade because you could get punished by quick shot. I mean, your opponent coins a 2
There's quick shot.
your opponent coins a 2-drop, so you figure they have a follow-up. I think trading was the way to go. That's just me.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Sue likes to trade. It's good at that. Getting the councilman out ASAP also feels pretty
Yeah,
good.
I would like the councilman though.
Like, there's no risk. Deadly shot's not an issue. Kodo's not an issue. That Elven Archer value. What's nice about this play, though, is that it sets up for more potential bodies to get taunted up with Argus. But even so, like the councilman just felt so right. Going with the Argus. Taunting up the Death Rattle is very powerful. Just trading off the Peddler, it looks like. Well, alright. There was no reason to trade the taunted 2-2 rather than the vanilla 2-2.
No, I don't think so.
You should always keep the taunt up. That was the... Well, it was weak to
Maybe
silence.
he's got Ancient Brewmaster.
It was weak to silence. So that's gone now, so you can rest easy. So this wolf is here. I think Zabger's definitely tapping this turn, yeah. Probably you just want to ignore it then, because it's just such a pain to clean up, yeah. And at this point, Zabger's just pushing all kinds of face damage, even has burst in hand.
What do you think about still not playing the councilman? That could have been on the board multiple turns ago.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's definitely a card that snowballs, which I
For
think
sure.
Zabger's still in a fine position, especially picking up this Knife Juggler. Without it would have been much different, but...
Well, we can definitely toss some knives.
Oh, interesting. Bilefin Tide Hunter. Not every zoo deck's running that, but man, it feels good. So Unleash the Hounds plus Bow. Feels really good. You can clear... with 5 Hounds, you can clear the 1/1s, you can clear the Juggler, you can even clear the Imp King boss with the Bow. And 1 Imp. So 1 Imp gets left behind, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a...
Could also deadly shot. It's not the worst.
Oh yeah, actually, that's great. I mean, it's going to seem really weird,
Yeah.
but if you
I
can...
actually like the deadly shot here.
If you can just completely remove a zoo player's board, like outside of Forbidden Ritual, the main way they used to do it was Implosion. Like, they really struggle to build back sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Forbidden
Mention
Ritual.
Forbidden Ritual.
Oh, seems good. The Councilman can get killed at least. That's the main threat. And if Rad Dreams can just safely transition into Call the Wild on turn 8, like, things might be looking pretty good.
Yeah, on the top deck, the other 2 drop. That's really nice here.
Yeah, especially with Call the Wild, because these are going to get buffed. I don't know that they'll be alive, but we'll see. It's kind of awkward to trade with these huge toads because they are problematic for your 1/1s.
Rip 1/1.
Now the Abusive Sergeant's at risk. Oh, I definitely would have... So he goes for the 50-50 instead of what would have surely been a loss for either the Divine Shield or Death Rattle.
Right.
I
I
think
definitely think those should have been played first.
Yeah, because, I mean, to lose the Death Rattle or the Shield, it's not that bad. It's part of why they're good, that they're resilient to that sort of thing. To lose the 2/1, that would hurt. Is Zabger in no tap territory anymore?
Probably.
He at least discovered before the tap.
Ooh.
Okay. So, Mortal Coil, Power Overwhelming, Soulfire. This board seems very
clear the
easy
board.
to clear. And you definitely Power Overwhelm the Death Rattle. Yep, because the downside is not really there.
I actually think I'd just Soulfire and discard the coil.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's... Ooh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
you
playable.
would have rather have discarded coil than
Oh,
something like Argus or Leroy if you drew it.
Right. So basically, just yeah, just suicide the Abusive Sergeant, then keep your
Yeah.
card.
Yep.
Andrew,
What's up, Mom?
And
after you eat, could you get Grandma
that's
some
not
sugar
quite enough
and
mana. 1 mana
some ice
off
cream,
lethal, it looks
Yeah.
like.
please? But not
Yeah.
like at midnight.
Yeah, but you can put the
I'll
Zoo
do
to
it right
2.
after
I think
this.
anytime you can do that, you definitely do it. When he has no cards in hand, for sure.
Kodo, definitely not bad to pick up. Maybe he'd rather play this than putting the
I
Zoo
would
to
still
2.
put him to 2. There's no
Yeah.
way you can die if you put him to 2. There's no one card that can top deck to kill you. There is 2 cards that can top deck in combination to kill you.
Right. Yeah, that's very true. Which, yeah, you just hero power. Because 2 and 1 doesn't really matter. Yeah, putting them to 2 really, it seemed like the thing to do. So now Zabger is
Brad
down
Dreams takes a 2-1 lead.
another game. It's not the easiest for mid-range hunter to beat Zoo, but yeah, I think if that Councilman was played sooner, Rad Dreams would have been under much more pressure and
Yeah.
would not have gotten to turn 8 Call the Wild so easily.
I agree.
So that seems like the main downfall of that game is just not getting the Councilman out there ASAP. Like that, when that card snowballs, it's just the most powerful card in the game. Like nothing.
And Hunter
really,
has a hard time killing it with nothing on the board.
with no beast on board, kill command doesn't do it. Deadly shot's unreliable. Yeah.
Yeah, Deadly Shot was like the best way to remove it, and it was the 50-50.
Yeah. Pretty rough. So Rad Dreams switches gears, has only Warrior to win with now, and it looks like Control Warrior and Control Warrior versus Cthulhu Warrior. And we saw Zabger with the Doom Caller. So this appears to be something that's really in Zabger's favor, I would say.
And Rad Dreams with Armor Smith, it looks like he's playing some sort of an anti-aggro list.
Yep. Which Zabger had both Warlock and Hunter, so I don't mind it too much. I also really like that Rad Dreams didn't play the Armor Smith. It's basically just a useless card. If he is playing Elise, I think even thinking long term enough to turn this into a legendary is wise. But I
I
don't know
don't like this.
Yeah.
You know he's playing Cthulhu War. You know it's a control mail.
Yeah, I don't think you play Shield Box in the...
Nope, never. But his opponent dropped an Acolyte.
Yeah, and he can... Rad Dreams can milk this a bit. Oh,
Oh my gosh,
well,
he's playing everyone.
if anything, this is an opportunity to learn. So, basically, Shield Blocks, they're very good in your Warrior deck, but in mirrors like this, it's just better that you don't play them, because the health that you're gaining, it doesn't matter. You're putting yourself behind in the fatigue race down the line. The 5 health that you're gaining now is going to turn into 30 damage to yourself later.
Rad Dreams could have overdrawn Zabger there.
Yeah, I think I would have too.
I would have, definitely. Bashing that wastes good removal on a card that isn't threatening at all, as well as bails your opponent out for playing the Acolyte for the exact same reasons you just mentioned, Shield Block.
Yeah, I think milking the Acolyte was good. He could have done it with Revenge and Ghoul.
Yep,
And
Revenge
even
Ghoul
then-
and overdraw him.
And then even
And then he still has to draw another one after that.
draw another card. You can't execute your Acolyte, nor would you ever. Yeah, and by not having that bash, this Justicar is looking to be potentially a problem. Zabger draws into the War Axe, so this Justicar is easily dealt with, and his Justicar is sticking, it looks like. Cthulhu has not been activated at all yet, but it hardly matters at this point. There's all the time in the world. Unlike some of those other matchups we saw where it was looking kind of gritty in terms of being able to get them out in time without just dying. Nope. You just like the Cthulhu Warrior, it has powerful combos to track down like the Doom Caller, but I don't know. At the very least, both players that played Shield Box had only one player had played both the Shield Blocks. The player who had not played the Shield Blocks would have just won, basically.
He would definitely be in a really, really good spot.
At least like for the long game, which this is going to, like, make no mistake. There should be a resident sleeper or two. Oh! Wait! That was a shield. That was a divine shield. No. We like those. They're nice.
NA ordering.
You know, Grom's perfectly fine for trading, but that's not a very threatening board. I kind of like this. Kind of don't at the same time. Yeah, so this school can definitely get a trade-off, and now the Disciple of Cthulhu actually finds a very nice target in against a deck where it might not always. Just tank up seems good. Yep. So in a world where both players have played both shield blocks, it's an even game, and it's definitely starting to look to ooh.
That doesn't feel good.
When you're only taking no net damage a turn and already ahead in armor, you don't really have to worry about that.
No.
Disciple
Sometimes
still.
players they get in a mindset with Control Warrior that they have to clear their opponent's board every single turn, and that's how you run out of cards very quickly.
Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, depending on how good the clears are, that's okay to do against certain decks, but like that Disciple of Cthulhu, he's just this little wimpy panda. He's not going to do you much harm. And by using a Revenge on a turn like that, like what would have been much more powerful is that maybe just, I don't know that you'd necessarily do it, but on a turn like this, you could use Revenge and execute and get a little bit more out of that Revenge. Now we had to use a weapon charge.
Not to mention, Brawl in a matchup like this is never going to be very useful. And if you let a few of the small minions stack up, you can sometimes get decent value out of Brawl,
Yeah.
where otherwise it'll just be a dead card in your hand the entire game.
Yeah. So this Cthulhu's a 10-10, correct?
Oh, I don't.
No.
Oh, man, I hate this so much.
That's not what he does.
I hate this in every way.
That's not his job. That's not what he does. So, Doomcaller, Battlecry, give your Cthulhu +2/+2, wherever it is. If it is dead, shuffle it into your deck. The second part of that Battlecry is what basically wins this mirror, and that might be gone now. Okay,
I also don't like that play either.
I
interesting.
mean, yeah, with Rad Dreams burning so many cards, I still don't see how Zabger loses.
He's got no cards. If Zabger has Elise Starseeker, that would go a long way, but not many decks are playing both Elise and Doomcaller. It's typically one or the other when players get down to it in deciding how they're building their deck. And like seeing the Harrison Jones in here, I really don't think Zabger has Elise Starseeker.
This is really
And Rad
hard to
Dreams
watch.
does, but again, like as Cassie was mentioning, all the cards have been getting played. Cards that you'd normally want to turn into legendaries, such as Revenge, such as Shield Block. So it's not looking good. This Baron leaves something to be desired for sure. Seems like Brand's coming down. Is he hoping to set up for a big Cthulhu?
It definitely could happen. He has seen a lot of removal.
But is it even that good? The Cthulhu, I believe, is 12/12. My spectator.
Yeah, it's 12/12, so it's
Oh no, it's 14/14. Has to be.
yeah, it's 14/14 now. That yeah, so that's 28 damage possibly.
Okay.
Right now, we definitely want to do it against the Rag.
Yeah, Brand's stuck. I mean,
Oh,
you've got
maybe
Shield
not.
Slam.
Yeah,
You've
just
also got
keep
Sylvanas.
buffing the Cthulhu.
You have Sylvanas Shield Slam as well, but to use Sylvanas.
I wouldn't play Sylvanas. I would just Shield
Yeah,
Slam
I
and
think
drop
it's Cthulhu.
the Cthulhu's Chosen.
Yeah.
Or Disciple
I
of
just like
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Yeah. What Sylvanas is best for is stealing your Cthulhu when it gets stolen, although that's not really a concern anymore because the Doomcaller has been wasted. So the Cthulhu wouldn't come back anyway. Unless he's running 2 Doomcallers.
For all thing Dan's game.
This feels real bad. And I
Oh,
think the
I think
Frothing
you
has
tossed
to
the
join the
Frothing.
brawl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's got to get in there. His blade
sure.
be thirsty. Yeah, see, he likes to fight. If you don't brawl,
If you don't brawl, your feels bad, man, with the gun.
yeah, Cthulhu will just be connecting. The
I think
brand,
you mean your felt bad man with it.
Yeah.
the brand sticking is just, well, it's not that problematic. You've seen a lot of the battle cries get played, but like we can see the second disciple would be a threat.
Oh boy, 1 in 3 times you feel really bad. Oh, it's not
Okay.
one of them.
Definitely the better outcome. So now at this point, Zabger is basically going to ride the
He's wishing he really had that Doomcaller.
yeah.
You bet.
With the brand on the board especially.
Zabger is behind in fatigue. He's getting there much quicker than Rad Dreams, although
Not
that
anymore.
gets
Red
spoiled
Dreams figured
now.
we'd help him out with that.
Definitely not ideal.
Oh,
it.
and there's 20
Gain
armor.
20. That feels good, man.
It feels good if your name is Zabger. If your name is Rad Dreams, it does not feel so good.
Oh no, you're right. It definitely doesn't.
So.
Oh, he's drawing off the acolyte.
Acolyte drew 2 though, so to be fair, it evens
You're
out.
still net drawing. Like, your opponent's net drawing more than you.
Yeah. Decides to
Oh,
utilize
Ysera.
brands.
Oh! If he plays Ysera, it's gonna feel so
Double
bad.
frothing. That is so interesting.
Oh,
In
it's
a
gonna.
control
Oh,
warrior.
this is gonna feel bad.
Yeah, I think Ysera will steal this, especially since Brawl's been used.
Yep. Sylvanas just slides Ysera right to your side of the board.
Yeah, and that feels pretty good. Like I'm sure Ysera is a card that Zabger would love to play in this deck. It's just way too greedy, so just take your opponents like a priest.
Oh, I don't like, passing up the tank up for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
we
To
had
be
a
fair, he said thank you to the well played.
Oh no. Well, yeah, that's true. Also, he thanked him for stealing his very nice minion. So
Shh, no, he did it because it was the polite thing to do.
it was
Uh-huh.
a very interesting, very riveting discussion on Facebook concerning BM earlier today.
This dream feels really. Oh, whoa!
Whoa, whoa,
Ah!
whoa. Watch where you aim that thing.
What are we doing here?
I don't know what we're doing, but I don't like where that aim was aimed.
That's a serious weapon you've got there. Be careful. Yeah, Dreaming Sylvanas for sure.
Ah!
Wait. Excuse me?
I'm struggling. I'm really struggling.
Huh. That
Well, out of all the plays, this is certainly one of them.
that was something.
I mean, it was cool to watch.
It was definitely.
It was very
though.
technical.
Maybe Zabger just figured that he could afford to do that.
What?
Imagine if he had stolen the acolyte.
I don't
What?
know.
Yeah.
Even
that was-
there,
What?
doesn't
What?
really
I-
matter, but
what?
still.
I just
What?
don't know.
What? What's happening?
This is very strange. So I guess you play that Bloodhoof Brave, but it's like very unwinnable for Rad Dreams at this stage. I'm having, and I've been having a very hard time imagining how Rad Dreams would get out of this.
You and me both, buddy. Oh, let's not draw with that. I guess we're going.
Oh no! What?
4 cards left in our deck. That doesn't feel right.
So using the execute, I don't know that it was really necessary. Like you could
I
have
mean,
just
he's only
left
got 52 life, Slimch.
You mean
you could
82?
have just left the frothing alone. There's probably way better things to execute. But the board has been cleared. So
That
all
seems
is
to
well
be
with
really
the board.
important in this game. On both sides.
Uh-huh. So I mean, Red Dreams must be running at least Star Seeker, right?
Boy, I sure hope so.
This feels very
I
bad.
doubt it.
Like the double
At this
revenge.
point, it's only a 10% chance that he is.
Oh, no respect for second brawl.
Ah, Warriors don't
It's not
play
a
that
card.
well.
What the
What are
heck?
you talking about? I only play one.
Second brawl.
It's a legendary spell.
Brawl is a card, and you could lose. Well, you won't lose the game, but it would hurt.
I'm telling you, there's no Elise in this deck.
There might not
Huh.
be 2 brawls.
All right, Red Dream seems like he's gonna pack it up. That was a painful game.
Woo!
So the Cartoon Warrior has won, and it is a 2-2 series now.
There's
Which-
Rad Dreams Warrior, as I'll call it.
How does it stack up to the Grim Warrior that we saw earlier?
Oh man, I don't know. His is control
I'd
the
like to see a
aggression.
best of 11.
And what's Zoo versus the Warrior?
No, best of 20 life coach style. So Zoo versus Warrior, I think from what we saw from this Warrior, it seems like a typical control Warrior built fairly well to have a chance against Zoo, like a pretty strong chance.
I mean,
Not
I
a
don't know
great
about
one,
typical
but
control warrior. There's frothings in here.
yeah. I don't get the frothings.
I don't either.
I would think this deck is even better against you.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
like when
Armor
I
smiths,
think of
frothings.
when I think of frothing, like 3-drop in Warrior, I I would play Monkey.
Yeah,
I don't know about this coin Armor Smith.
I don't either. That kind of made me scratch my head.
I don't know what it's
It is a
really
play.
accomplishing because I don't think you want to revenge next turn. It's definitely something you
Absolutely
could do,
not.
but no. So then you're limiting yourself to armoring up next turn. I just think maybe saving the coin to like coin out Sylvanas or something at some point could have been pretty impactful.
You absolutely can't revenge her.
No. That's something you need to come back, like not only when they play Forbidden Ritual, but just in general sometimes, just the nature of Zoo and their
So we can
minions and the way
easily
that
get
they
you to
trade.
like under 12, and then just revenge
That too.
an AOE.
Yeah, and then you bounce back with things like the shield block or tank up, things like that. Then you put them on Leroy.
Also, we only saw one brawl, and he only had 3 cards left. So
Yeah,
it's definitely
so
possible this warrior list is a 1 brawl list.
could be. There was Baron good,
And there is
Which some-
frothings.
which sometimes like I don't know. This sounds kind of funny, but in budget scenarios where players don't own 2 brawls, this can be a thing. If the deck's not already running Baron, people just say, "Oh, slip in Baron."
And he had a lot of the higher end stuff, like Ysera and stuff. And he was also playing 2 frothings and armor smiths. So at what point, you have to cut something.
Kind of like a strange tempo warrior.
Yep.
It's like a hybrid, but you can't really hybridize control and tempo.
No.
They don't work like that.
Well, if you were to play something like the Darkshot Councilman, Revenge Execute would be really nice, but I definitely like Argus.
Yeah.
I might have Argus the 2 1-health minions instead
Yeah.
of these 2. Play
Not sure
around by
about the
Ghoul.
Flame Imp. He probably
Yes,
would have
it
seen
works
it at
better
this
against
point,
this.
but yeah, if there was a weapon, it would have been kind of nice to protect the Flame Imp, but yeah, definitely no weapon at this point.
I
If the
think the
fl-
Sea Giant absolutely comes down here, right?
5-mana 8/8s are pretty good,
Alright. Good talk.
but it looks like Zabger is opting for tap because he's extending a bit this turn. I don't know about the power overwhelming seems a little bit wasteful because you could have just sent the Flame Imp in and the
Yeah,
Peddler.
you're essentially using a power overwhelming to save 2 health on your Flame Imp.
Right.
That doesn't
like
seem
a-
worth it.
So it's like a priest hero power. And power overwhelming should be way better than priest hero power.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Flame Imp winds up getting removed anyway, so it
And
winds
now
up
we
not.
can't play the Sea Giant.
Yeah, feels bad. Can play the Councilman. And then tap. It looked like.
Tap, after playing a minion.
I like playing the Possessed Villager because you get some insurance against Brawl.
Yeah. I do too.
Which would definitely be. Red Dreams would definitely appreciate that at this point.
Ghoul Execute's fine. Or Revenge Execute. But 17, I think you're thinking about saving that Revenge.
I think so too.
But you have to get rid of the Councilman. And this is the only way to do it.
Not a pretty play by any means, but
No.
just
It's
kind
the
of what you
only
gotta
play,
do.
really. I mean, you can play a 6-drop there, but you could easily die.
Yeah, with all these 1-health minions, I think Zabger will be encouraged to trade more.
Yeah.
Trade
the Peddler and the Shadow Beast and play the Sea Giant first and then trade
Could get the
this
Sea Giant out first. Could even play some of these minions to essentially discount the Sea Giant for free. Like you play
Oh,
Anything,
guess we're not playing
really.
the Sea Giant.
Doesn't want to play the Sea Giant. Like the Biofin would
Boy,
have made
I
the
can't
Sea
figure
Giant.
out why.
Yeah. Really worried about Brawl.
Yeah,
Seems
but
like.
if you're worried about Brawl, you play the Sea Giant there, then you trade the 2 minions in. It's like a 1 in 3 that the Sea Giant wins the Brawl.
Yeah, not the best Brawl. But even so, again, it's an awkward turn for Rad Dreams. There's this one's even worse than last turn because there's
Also,
not.
even if you just left the 2/2 and the 2/1 up with the Sea Giant, that sets up for lethal.
Yeah.
Well, outside of armor up, but at that point, I guess you'd be 1 off.
Yeah, lethal's not quite set up here. I mean, Rad Dreams can remove a good amount of the board, but at the same time, that Imp Gang boss is pesky, and there's just all
Maybe if
kinds
you're
of
Rad
things.
Dreams, you just have to play Sylvanas.
Maybe
Hope you're alive.
hope to get Brawl.
Yeah, I hope you top deck Brawl.
In that case, does it just start to become better to play? Well, yeah, I guess Sylvanas would give you the most hope to swing back on board. It would take some luck, but because if there were a play where you used Revenge, damaged your own Sylvanas,
Yep,
maybe
trade
had
into
the,
like Imp Gang or something after.
yeah,
And then hopefully you steal not one of the 1/1s.